All right, we're live. Let me go tell everybody about it. By a Paul Revere real quick. I know. I posted an English snack in live trading the other day. I like got it from the store. It's like apparently like people in England snack on these things all the time. I posted in live trade. I said, "How how do you redcoats feel about this, dude?" Nobody said anything. I was like, "Damn, that joke didn't land how I wanted it to." Let me explain the joke now. Did I see Netflix? Yeah, I saw Netflix, bro. I saw it.
Looks like Bitcoin's on that run you were talking about. IBIT's up.
I had a feeling that that one might lag. Market rips, Bitcoin sits, Bitcoin rips, market dips. No, just kidding.
I
All
mean,
right.
if they're pumping the market, would you expect them to pump Bitcoin or crypto too, or
You know
do
what's
they
so
kind
funny
of
is that
pump differently?
people will tie them together and they'll run apart, and then people will be put them out in separate places, and then they'll fucking run together. So it's honestly what moves the market is the catalyst has to fit the Bitcoin narrative as well. But I mean, I'm not a Bitcoin expert, so no. What the
My
fuck is
vet buddy wants me to jump into XRP with him. I'm like, oh, no, dude. I'm figuring already. Like, I
Don't
don't
do it.
know if I want to mess with it.
Dude, you know what's mad funny is I had a best friend for like 10 years. And this wasn't the reason that we stopped being friends, but like I mean, for months, bro, was like pitching big XRP to me. He was like, this is gonna, dude, it's like everything an XRP person would tell you, the government's gonna pick it up. And this was, probably like not 8 years, I don't know, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. And he's like, this is it, like this is and dude, within a couple of months of that, dude, we weren't friends anymore.
Why would they allow us to get into a system that they're going to use whenever we're the peasants and they want to get rich off
Yeah,
of it?
there's
The
never gonna
government would create a completely brand new thing. It would come out of the blue. The
if they
banks would
have
already be in it. They would
yeah, if
already
they
be in
have
it. And then they go, now
technology.
you guys can buy it. There you go.
Yeah.
And all of XRP is going to go, fuck. I thought it was going to be us.
Potter, you're
We
so
were going to turn
cutie.
$20 into millions.
I know. Well, he's also the same one of my friends who, when I said that I felt like I found a system that I wanted to share with people, I was like starting to put things together. This is where I started to learn, like, yeah, sometimes you outgrow or grow past your friends. But he said to me, and it fucking changed the trajectory of our friendship. But he was like, who do you think you are, like, teaching people? And I was like, I'm sharing my strategy with people, bro. Like, I created something, and I'm like, I want to share this. But it was just crazy to approach my friend and be like, bro, I think I figured something out. And then him be like, who do you think you are? And I'm like, you don't think I already asked myself that? Like, anyway,
And we absolutely love you for it, sir.
I'm glad I'm here. Glad I didn't listen. All right.
It's the same
Now,
thing with the conspiracy market. They everybody wants to be first, and they want to be the special ones
mhm,
to find something. And if somebody else finds something, you got to hate on it because well, they didn't find it. Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're right. You're right. Who do you think you are? I am. All right, guys, let's get this started. Now, before I get started, I want to lay down the law because I got a good reminder yesterday. Not that I forgot, but why I'm doing this, why I started a Discord to create independent traders, and with everybody that there's obviously a lot of people who are doing well, and I could highlight that, but there's also some people who are lagging behind, and so from this day forward, the request that you drop your chart if you want me to look at something is no longer a request. It is what needs to be done. I need to see your chart. If you want to get better, if you want to be independent, I want to see your shitty chart. I want to see your good chart. I want to see your I don't know shit chart. I don't care if you put a fucking picture of a popsicle stick as a trend line. It doesn't matter to me. I need to know why you like that setup, because I can actually help you see that for yourself. And that's my goal here for at Simple Stacks, is to create independent traders, and I'm only going to be able to do that if I foster that environment. And so I want everybody in here, you know, you can ask me, if I'm doing if I'm doing that or doing this, but at the end of the day, I want to know what you're doing and why. And this is going to help you, especially those of you guys who this applies to the most, make decisions on your own in the moments that matter when I'm not there. That's the whole concept behind being an independent trader, is when it gets stressful, you have the tools and the skills and the wherewithal to be able to navigate that moment on your own. And that's a skill that you can take with you for the rest of your life. So don't give in to the instant gratification of getting the right answer or having me tell you that this is going up or whatever. I need to see what you got first. So with all that being said, it's all love. It literally is literally me trying to make sure you guys, we're all on the same page and we're all getting better. So with that being said, um, yeah, thank you. With that being said, um, we're going to go over the ETFs real quick. I'm going to cover Apple, and then let's see what you guys got this morning. And if you are in a place where you absolutely cannot send in your chart, I don't want to just see your chart also, especially, today or this morning may be an exception because I'm just springing this on you. I want you to type it out, especially this afternoon. And here's a quick cheat code. Whip your phone out. You don't have to type all this shit out. Whip your phone out, open voice to chat, and have your chart ready to post and talk it out. I'll read it out, and again, this is just going to help me see what you're seeing, understand the logic of why you're getting in, and then I can help make those corrections or help point you in the right direction. So, all right. Now, real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at SPY this morning, and we are, oh my God, it's almost like right there. We're real close. So if you did take SPY long, I had a channel target of 708, and for God's sakes, that's where the fuck we are at right now. So do with that information what you will. I'm not one to take major rejections off of the top of a trend line, technically this thing, but I do feel like 708.50 today could be an area that price stops. We've had this channel, again, this was the old control. You reclaimed that control. We squeezed out, and now we're really eradicating all of those sellers. So with that being, with that setup right here, I have nothing else to offer as far as all-time highs goes. You're just going to have to be down here on a lower time frame. Map this out. So if you, again, I think the only day trade or any scalp is maybe a speculative rejection trade around that 708.50, 708.75, low risk, out of the money, pull back, retest off of that. But other than that, yes, I see you, Rogue. Other than that, good. If you did swing it, good job. Going short at all-time highs is silly unless you're hedging. QQQ, same boat. We are now all at all-time highs. We talked about this down here. We talked about this if it broke over 629.50, going into all-time highs. And lo and behold, we are sitting right underneath 650, right above 645. So there's a $4, psychological number up above us. I do not have any sort of trend line channel. So my guidance here is, again, not very useful. I am just like anybody else. However, downside, again, or not downside, but rather, establishing what's underneath us, we have a 30-minute range that you can utilize with a retest level off the top at 641. So again, I don't put a lot of energy into areas that don't make sense to me. This is empty space. So, yeah, I still have Sony. We'll go over it in just a moment. All right, last one. And I did talk about this last night. I hope nobody took my hedge as a fucking main play. It's the only thing I took as far as downside position was a small hedge, just in case some of my upside positions decided to go the wrong way. But we did talk about the potential that IWM was the only one that hadn't gone into all-time highs. And so I think yesterday was honestly a good opportunity to look at that possibility. So today we are now on all three ETFs at all-time highs. So now this is where I leave you. No, but I again do not have any greater insight. I don't believe that I had marked out a channel. Yeah, I don't have a channel on this one either. So it is again somewhere where I would just be stepping up to the market and saying these are three things that are not for me, or I'll utilize these as day trading setups if I see the potential for a reversal. With these sort of things, again, you can use fib extensions to try to mark out price targets up above you, but other than that, that's it. So hopefully, if you did swing any of the ETFs, here you go. Trump announced a 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. That's why it's pumping. I think that's a good narration, right? But I believe that this was set in stone here at 253. Um, we just experienced, and nobody's talking about this, like the drop in short interest and just people getting out of short positions. I believe this was just the last bit of the squeeze, fully squeezing out, the majority of that short volume. Now we get to reset ourselves. But yeah, they do perfectly plan these things out or line them out. So that way, yeah, I think yesterday, even the lull that we saw kind of chopping and sitting, it's like inevitably these things are, and here you go again with the 80 to 90% of market movement overnight. But they always line it up really perfectly with that announcement that, ceasefire, or every single one of these candles had a news attached to it. So, but regardless, we're pumping. We're pumping. So, all right. Now, we'll talk about Apple really quickly. Not bad. Yesterday, I did. I mean, we had opportunities to TP last or day before yesterday when this thing took off. However, yesterday we also saw a pretty sizable pullback. One of the areas that I really didn't want to see Apple go was down here, and back into that box. And luckily, it was able to pop and pull itself back up over and kind of resetting ourselves on the analysis, right? We've got the box right here. So you're actually able to come down, retest, hold cost basis, and pull yourself back up. This is eligible for, I think, again, a day trade slash. So I'll be focused on Apple today over 268.58 for a pop up into the 270s. So positive thinking. So I just don't trade all time highs. I just don't. I get that's just something that I learned to do because I would get into all-time high trades and feel just as lost as I ever did. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't place a price target, and then fibs really came out of an area of like, what else do I have? You know what I mean? So I personally I don't even have fibs. Here, let me just say this: I don't even lay my fib out. If I want to use a fib, I go to the extended auto fib extension and I let it do it for me. And call me lazy, but I'm just not gonna, you know, draw that out if the computer will do it for me. So, all right. Anyway, how do I feel about Trend Spider at all-time highs? What do you mean? All right. So anyway, today Apple over the 268.50. Again, it's probably not going to be that simple. There's a retest level underneath us at 266. It'd be cool to dip and rip. I always like when we dip and rip. It just makes the trade that much easier. Kind of like Tesla, right? That dip and rip made that trade fucking sweet. So I'd like to see the same thing today out of Apple. Quick pullback, quick pop, but ultimately it is your pre-market high that would be orb. What the fuck is that? But yeah, right there. Shapow. Oh, thank you for the gift, guys. Holy overnight pump. I left the buyer on futures. Can't wait to bet I'm up 500. Holy shit, bro. Ouch. 19 ships compiled with direction from U.S. to return to Iran. Iran Strait. Iran says Strait is open. Oh, shit. Oh, the Ayatollah opened it up for me, and I Put my boat in. All right, I'm done. My God. My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are they doing? Yeah, how much cat food do these cats eat? Fucking
Not
55,
enough.
dude, $55 bag of from. Look at this fucking cat food bag, dude. Just look at the fucking labels. What are we doing here, guys? Oui, oui, I shall have my chicken fromage. Sorry.
You get your cat food imported from Japan too?
No, dude, that's France. My cats are bougie, dude, but it's my fault. I complain, but it's my fault. All right. Anyway, Duolingo just gave me an alert. Uh-oh. Is it time to touch the big green bird? Maybe. I'll keep an eye on this one today for that 147 move. All right, now, real quick, I'm going to go over Sony. We're up today. Not bad. So far, so good. Again, not even close to where I want to TP. Looking for a big old Papa Rooney today. Well, again, not today. It's probably not going to happen today, but $22. But I'll likely be swinging this overnight. I'd like to see a trade back up into the $24 area. Circle is also another one that I'm watching today, and I'm not that excited about it. It is sitting right up against the wick. Rip ass. That's the only thing I have to ask of this thing today. Rip ass. Up to 118 would be a nice target there. You have the box or range that we established over here, and the 50% mark would be right around 115.50. So 115.50 first target, and then second target 118, 119. So yeah, IWM is pumping a lot. It sure is. Cheaper to make your own wet food. Yeah, I did that for a long time. I feed my cats like raw eggs and shit. All right, UPS is up here this morning. If you held on with me, I talked about how I was going to basically hang on to UPS. It still was holding what it need to. We're up at 106 today. So if you got any weeklies, make sure you're looking at possibly taking rejoined this morning after using Potter boxes to take my account from $300 to 2K in just a few weeks. Thank you so much, dude. Be proud of yourself too. Look at you. You rejoined, so that you did all that by yourself. You give yourself a pat on the back. Poppy's gatos are thriving. Yeah, they are. El gato. All right. Cool. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your guys' charts here this morning. Hopefully you posted them. And I'll be going over the ones again. I'm making that announcement. I've already made it this morning before. I'll make it again. If you are in the Discord, it is no longer a request for you to drop your chart. You want to get better? Let's get better. Drop your chart. Targets are fine, but the more that you give me, the more that I can help. The more that every single time that you do this, that you really give me your full analysis, we're working together, right? Because you've already put in the work. I'm just adding to it, helping, you know, make sure that those small pieces are put in the right places. And then you have the ability to navigate it on your own because you did the work. It's really important that we do this. All right. So good chart here. Let's see here. Okay, I can't see the full box over there, but I do see your empty space. And yes, there is a 148 target to the upside. Now, I know that this brokerage doesn't allow for the cleanest of analysis, so just take that into consideration. It is actually something that I made a choice to change. One thing that I would also point out here, which you actually have marked out correctly, this is a area of consolidation, right? And this is splitting that area dead slap in half. So it is a good target. But the floor would also be, which is your ceiling right now, that would be important to fix. So, but let's take a look at it together. All right. PLTR's 4-hour candle. 24-hour candle's not really showing me much, but the 4-hour candle does show that we're up against a floor at 145, to your point, right? That range that I was just talking about, I have marked out here, 2-hour time frame. You can see it a little bit clearer. We need to move and hold above 145.66 to get to your old cost basis, our target of 148. And then at that point, if a candle is secured, you do have a plethora of empty space to the upside to secure a possible scream up to 155. I like the setup. All right, moving on. SMCI target of 48. I was actually looking at this one as well because I was actually just kind of putting myself in the shoes of like, okay, well, you're a company, CEO just got caught fucking moving, a bunch of chips over here. Might be a good place for another company to step up. And, again, maybe, again, I'm not a semiconductor chip businessman. But I do think this is an area where people will get the. So let me actually just explain it this way. A long time ago, I had the idea, um, along with some other, high level analysis, that Nikola shouldn't be at $90. That was my analysis. I said this is not right. Something ain't right here. Well, not even there. It split, so now it says it's up at a fucking thousand. But I had the idea that this is not right and that the company is named Nikola when there's a company already established named Tesla. There's clearly a pump and dump. And I thought that. I thought that for a long time that it should fall and die. And it did. It's currently doing that still now to this day. But every bit of the way, guys, and this is a great example to show you. Price falls heavy, price chops sideways, squeeze sellers out. Price drops down, chop, drop, squeeze out. Pop, right? Drop, chop, squeeze out. And what you're doing is it's literally running out of shares. To short, it gets too heavy, too fast because nobody believes in this company. Nobody's buying, everybody's shorting. So we look at SMCI and we think, well, there's no way in hell that this could go and punch back, squeeze up, and move to the upside. You're wrong. There is a way. And that is obviously through the same box that I shorted this bastard from. And that is something that you have, at least this morning, accomplished, which is a grab hold of that floor, which is 28.43. It isn't a perfect box because it's just so pinched up like this. If you actually get down to the brass tacks of it, it's 2 off the bottom and 1 off the top with a shit ton of consolidation, but it doesn't change the fact that 50% mark is absolutely where we want to close or push or break. Expiration probably matters on this one because you probably got a little bit of a journey ahead of you. Anything that is heavily shorted is going to fight especially in these areas, but you do have empty space technically up to $30. So I think for now that would be the target. Anything further, obviously built off the box. First red flag is doing anything with Nikola. I shorted it when it was a fraudulent company. I feel like that's a green flag.
Shop, open up shop.
There you go. All right, King. Let's see what you got, bro. Got a good chart right here. Okay, what are you missing, man? Good. You got great points of contact down here at the bottom, but what about the top? You actually marked it out. You marked it out. So you had everything correct, but you shrunk, and I know why you did it. You did it because of the candle closes. But points of contact, right? At least in this area, are going to rule over that. That's only 2 candle closes. Price obviously wicks out, hits the same price target when it does close. And not to say that couldn't be an important area to look for a candle close, but it would be more important to know that we don't have any necessarily resistance up above us. So I'm not hating on it at all. I do, but I think that in this case, based on how it wicked up and hit those very similar marks, I would go ahead and give it that whole box. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. Joby. Right. So yeah, as you can see, I have that marked out as well. And again, it's not something that, like, I do pay attention to those candle closes like that. So you could know that price is definitely winning. You've already broken cost basis, but price is already winning if you cross that 1032. Anywhere in the wicks would be positive. This is a good setup. This is adherent to my strategy. This is the Potter Box punchback potential, right? You do have the floor, so step 1 is good to go. Step 2 is $10, and then step 3 is 1091. First target would be 1214. Second target would be 1291 or 1293, something like that. All right. Again, I want to see your charts, guys. You paid me to help you become an independent trader. That's what I'm going to do. Got to do it. All right. This looks good. This looks good over 187.88 today to possibly try to get up into this lower. No, never mind. 192.12. Straightforward. That's it. That's it. It is literally 188 above the highs that you're looking for price to move up into that bottom floor of 192. So get your chart. Sorry, did that backwards. You have it correct. That is what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. Yes. Circle. Same chart. Me too. So good stuff, Blake. I have the same box underneath us. I've got the same wicks up above us. I've got the same empty space. Looks good. Adobe. He fed the trenches with this one. I've never heard that before. Jorge, what's that mean? Jorge analysis. That's
That
great.
like they say that for good rap songs. Like if he makes a good rap song, he fed the trenches.
Let's go.
I would assume. That's what I would assume.
That's that dude. I don't know. That's fucking hilarious. This looks really good. Adobe looks good with a candle close 4 hour 257.09. Again, we're always looking for empty space. I love how many of you guys are posting straight up empty space. Love this. It's good. So 270, 269.25 would obviously be the target to the upside there. So this is where you got to watch today. You know, again, it's not. It's so nice to have a system that doesn't leave us with questions. We know, right? We know. Obviously, navigating that in between is where the trouble comes. But 256.88 is and has been the floor that Adobe has held, and so we want to see that reclaimed. But great start on that one. Damn, how the fuck is it? Hell is it 9:19? Probably because I started late. All right. Meta. Good range. Yes. I like that you marked that 1 hour. Okay, good job. Yeah. Yeah, so those will all be suitable targets. Yeah. I like the chart. It looks good. Looks good. Neckman's Choker. That's an interesting name. Let's see here. Yeah, so for higher time frame analysis, you are tapping, and I guess you could give that the box name. So it is literally outside of that. Like you said, you got that hourly box at 688. So that would be the first intraday tangible target there. But ultimately, you were looking for this to get to around 701, or excuse me, 704, 705. If you have an echo, mute the stream that you are watching. Okay, if you're looking at the stream, you'll see a little. By the way, you can also pop out the screen. If you'll look, it'll say pop out, and you can go and make the screen bigger if it's too small. If you're on PC, so. What are we talking about? Oh man, homeless people are doomed. Let's have more. What are we talking about? Bro, you're talking to yourself. This guy said, "Oh, homeless people are doomed. Let's have more." And then he said, "People are go homeless every day, little bro." Damn, he's talking to himself. All right. Anyway, PLTR lower time frame play. Yeah, if you can get that floor. Yeah, so we were just talking about that one. So yeah, I mean, there could be a lower time frame play there. You have that old range right here that needs to be recovered. So there is an opportunity there. If there's one for swing traders, there should be something for day traders. So um all right, I'll do this one because you gave me a reason why. Gap fill on HD. Someone give me a warning at 9:28 or something. Feel like I'm gonna miss the bell. Circles flying. Is it or is it? Yeah, I'm not excited yet. I'm withholding the emotions. This is going to have to be lower time frame because I can't see enough. 30-minute time frame shows that you have reclaimed 341, and it does say that you need 345.78 to go get that gap fill. So I would use the 30-minute box to navigate that one. All right, coin. Let's see what you got, Texas. That looks great. That looks great. Your chart looks great. Boxes look great. Excellent. Everything looks good. Guys, I'll be watching Circle. Interesting. Okay. D-Nut. Let's see. Neil's socks. Okay. So I would make sure you box that up or mark out the floor because that floor right there is going to be relevant. But I do like D-Nut. I actually really liked it a lot. I think you have a target of $4 up here, but I just like the base that it's building. So right now, I would be most concerned about 378. That is the main focus there. Where yes, you do have the potential to squeeze up and out. Listen, Alex. Thank you. He said, honestly speculative, but Tesla up to 407. Honestly, if my chart isn't the best, let me know. I want you guys to post. I don't care if you think it sucks so bad. Show me that chart. What that chart do?
Show me your Tesla's chart.
Oh, that was so close. So the only things that I would say about your chart, my guy, is get that box up on the top. You see how you have that line right there? Get that box up on the top of those candles because that's where the points of contact are. And I would say do the same for the bottom. Just keep it clean. Now, in terms of what you got over here to your right or your left, or yeah, to your right, it looks good. And let's take a look. Not bad though. Not bad. That's a beautiful hold of the floor. Beautiful hold of the floor. And yes, there would be a trade possible today. And here's the only guardrails that I see. So I see this is neat. This is attention to detail, looking the most recent price action. 401, right? That's something that you could go wick up and touch. You want to blow past it. If you can do that, I think you can just straight. I don't look at my chart's fucking fucked up too, dude. Look at us. Look at us. So yeah, I would be looking up towards like 406 and of course, yes, potentially 407. So it's not a bad concept. Yeah.
4 minutes.
Thank you. All right, Pava. Chart looks good. Resistance looks good. You could mark that out as a range if you want, so you can split it in half, so you know when that 50% mark is broken. But otherwise, this looks great. So does your 4-hour target. Lemonade. That's Daddy Chad.
I just posted a better chart on the 4-hour.
Okay.
That was a quick 24-hour chart.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You can. You can use Wix. Okay. Yeah, that's all empty space, Chad, over here to your left. Obviously, like in that wick or whatever. And then you're leaving that structure there to your left. So, I mean, it does look good. Let's see here. Yeah,
Great.
it does look. Thank you. It's above those wicks. So we could say today, yeah, I actually already have 73.63 marked out. And then I would mark this out as, on TikTok. We can, if you want to go to YouTube, you can. I put ultra low latency with no ads on YouTube. So you're welcome to go there and watch. And you can see my entire screen. So. Rob T, it's still up, but you shoot me a DM. Right now, yearly is discounted. And I fixed the lifetime too, if you were talking about that. All right. A few more minutes here, guys. If I don't get you to your chart, I will try to get to that as soon as possible. Actually, it looks like I've pretty much got everybody for the most part. Philo. Yes, sir. Yes, you got that correct. That is right.
2.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good job on that one. Yes, and then loss. Let's see. Very good. Very good. Very fucking good. Very good. Everything you need is right here, brother. You did it all. I don't even need to show you my chart. First green candle to your left, great consolidation. I like how you, I do see the only thing maybe I would add is just a line on the wicks, right? Majority of points of contact are here, so we're going to leave it there, but just maybe because those wicks, if you close in the wicks positively, fuck them. All right. Sheesh. Whatever you did is awesome. TikTok and YouTube are in sync. Yes. Also my favorite band. I'm just joking. All right, guys, turn your attention to your charts. Obviously, I'm watching Apple, Circle,
1.
and UPS here. Like I said on UPS, it's free money. I don't know if anybody swung UPS with me, but
I'm in it with you.
very good.
You know it, papi. Buenos
Oh,
dias.
buenos dias, papi.
Buenos dias.
I'm in it with Apple.
Good. 30
30
seconds.
seconds. Good luck, everybody.
Yep, good luck.
AVGO runners are 700% now.
Jesus Lord. Remember to take a deep breath. I know that sounds corny, but regulate your nervous system. You need it. From this shit from life. I got some weekly 104 calls on UPS that I swung to some runners. They should be up pretty big. Ah, ding, ding, ding. We'll hop out and crack. Bit there. We'll get back. Go stack. Don't you get that shit? That's all in my past. With that, hope you watching your back. Hope you watching your back. What? What? Oh my god, dude. Sony be doing that shit to me all the time. Said it was up over 1,300%. I'm hot on Apple's tail right now. Circle's pulling back on me a little bit here, looking for a retest off of those tops. Quick tap right there. But we're falling quick on Circle. I saw it in my past. That's why I said I wasn't so excited yet. 107.55, stop.
I don't remember lemonade contracts
Being what?
so ass. They're huge spread. There's no volume.
That's interesting. Haven't been at. Look at this, guys. Haven't been this as active lately, balancing work and whatnot, but I'm done for the week. Potter system works, combination of equity and options, mostly ETFs. Sheesh. Here you come now, and don't call me no more. Come on, UPS. There you go. 300% on UPS, guys. Sheesh. I'm watching Circle, guys. It fell quick, so I have faith that it as long as it can bounce and hold. But if it cannot and it crosses underneath 105, 750, listen, I'll take that trade again. I'll do it again and again and again. As good empty space directly up above it, but with that pullback, obviously we want to see that empty space filled. Apple is trying to push through that 50% mark right now of that box. Outside and above 268.33, you still have yesterday's high of 268.81. That's why I said I wanted to pull back first, so we know we have that whip. Yo, Zebo. Call me no more. Girl, you're gone now. No, baby. There you are, Circle. I see you. Very good. Don't call me no more. I bought those UPS contracts for like $70. There were three, or well, the spread on them is fucking ridiculous. So. Funny enough, those Apple, I held Apple April 22nd calls, and those were not feeling great yesterday, but they're back up at 100% right now. Circle, bounce, and hold. Came a long way on that wood long part. I'd buy more for Circle. I wouldn't mind buying more for Circle if it had the right momentum. All right, I'm just going to let you know right now, if you better be okay with stopping out of Apple if we get popped out or lose the floor that we just reclaimed at the highs. So because of the empty space underneath us, I'm not playing games with it. There's first wick right there. That was the 50%. I just pointed that out. You're right at that 50% mark. And now we're looking at that 268. All right, this is important. This is important. Muy importante.
Nice one.
That's all I know. I'm just kidding. Come on, Apple. Everybody loves Apple. Caught me by surprise in my brand new whip.
I love it so much.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Chad, I took
bands
those.
worth.
Yeah, I took those 2 weeks out with you.
Keep it moving. That was a great little entry right there to add if you wanted it. Oh. Ugh.
Poppy bought more at the bottom when it bounced.
You know it's serious when all right, 270 is hitting now, so I'm going to start trimming because I've been in this motherfucker all week. Have some contract dorks. That's the original position, by the way. Man, guys.
Feels so good.
It feels. Oh, all right. No. Nah.
Don't do me like that, though.
Nah, dude, you did yourself like that, bro. You did yourself like that. That's crazy. That's all right. I feel good, too.
I caught BA.
Oh, shit. Nice. All right. Perfect tap right off of that 50%. Oh, dude. Nice. Jesus. Yeah, BA pays. Oh, my God. That's a great rip, dude. Oh, yeah. You took the fucking punchback?
225s.
Nice job, dude. 700% trade. I didn't say shit about it. Yes, I just trimmed it. It's still going. It's still going. Oh, it has a gap up there at 230. Damn. Yeah, we talked about that one yesterday. Fuck off. All right, let's take a step back on Apple. Where are we at? Nowhere. Okay, the structure is here. Don't fuck with me. Did anybody swing IWM, by the way? Like, obviously, I grabbed hedges on that one. Those are dead, but... Netflix, Jesus, dude. Nice job. Look at you. Look at this chat, dude. Look what you guys are doing. You guys are doing shit that people fucking gurus aren't even doing on this app right now. That's nuts, dude. Hymns 1000%. Right, we're okay with that. Stop looking at your P&L. Flip your phone over. Stop looking at it. I know you're looking at it right now. Stop.
Too much money, puppy.
It's okay to look at it once you got it. Don't look
Yeah.
at it. It has nothing to do with the trade that you took. Okay? It's the price targets, right, that are really, this is what matters right here. I want to see 268, 82. It's so pretty though. This is how I hold though, you know. That was a good trim though. Sweet good trim.
Yeah. Only have runners for next week. No, on Apple.
Time as arrive by the ain't Steven. Circle might need a second though. Fast. Respond. This is the root of the volume here. Potter, you legit helped me turn $30 into 1K. That's fucking great. Ain't no stopping in this dirty, filthy, rotten, nasty little world we call our home. They get blickies popping. Ain't no option for my partners, so they resort to scams and robbing. Oof. All right, we're getting triggered here. It's so empty though. As long as if it can bounce and pull itself back up, the faster you fall. But if you fall too fast and push through structure, you gotta pull the button, and we can get back in. But I'm gonna hold on 1 second here and see if we can maintain this hold. I'll stop out if we break that old cost basis. Turned 1K into $30 with circle calls. So why'd you grab that many? I'm still in circle. What are Q's doing here? They're selling off? No, they're not. All right, guys. As badly as I want this to work, if you're in weeklies, obviously you probably should have already stopped out. Yep.
Don't know why it's having so much trouble.
I psychological target, like, you know, 270 typically. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to the 45 second real quick. This is the only thing we have to reverse off of here. Otherwise, you're going to break that floor. I'm glad I trimmed, but damn.
Fire trim. That 50% is just diabolical, bro.
It is when you're running out of juice. There you go, fucker. So we need to back out and up above 268, and that'll get us back right into that empty space with a pit stop at 268.50 if you're still navigating this trade. But this bounce, so when you bounce, you have to do something with that bounce, and that something is right the fuck here. If you can get back up over there, we'll be good to go.
I didn't even get a chance to trim out. My fucking internet went out this morning. We went and got fiber, and it's supposed to be so great, and yet it keeps going out.
Who'd you get it by? AT&T?
No, our building has the condo building has this place called High Point. I've never even fucking heard of it.
Circle bounce. Circle just bounced to second on that 107.50 again. Keep an eye on it. It still has a chance to give you a decent little pop here. Yeah. Lyft. Oh, if you're in Lyft, good job. Yeah, ride it. I'm mud wrestling with Apple right now, guys. Did you guys get out of UPS? Anybody who still had those contracts?
I got one. I'm just letting it ride.
Got you. I
I got
got
until
out of mine.
next month's 110s, puppy. Puppy's Gucci.
Yo, this is what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, y'all. Look at this shit, guys. Started from $500 on the 9th of April. That's diabolical.
Started with 100 on Tuesday. At 3K.
Dude, let's go. What the fuck? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? What am I gonna do about it? Give it to me. Right now. That's not what I want. Give me it back. You can't steal from me because I have thousands of dollars on the line right now. Can you stop? I feel like this is biblical greed right here. I'm guessing that's not the cat. No. How far to the money are you guys going to get this kind of return? Target-based contracts, my friend. We keep it low risk that way. Of course you bounce and tap 268.25, you sick bastard. Listen, guys, don't get emotionally attached to this one. If you have those runners, you know, again, if this thing does decide it wants to fucking lose its floor at 266, the trade's done. But I do like the fact that it left that empty space behind. You can see it's collared right at that 268.13. So Apple China sales are apparently down. Interesting. Right at they announced that right at the 50% mark. That's fucking cool. All right. So sellers step up again. So if you would like to stop out and get back in above that 268.16 or outside of 268.33, that might relieve some stress, but I'm going to sit here. BYND, are you guys in that one? I think we talked about that one squeezing, right? The last time we talked about BYND? Oh, no shit. Yeah. Hit $1.
I know all the cryptos are connected, but ETHA is looking really good. Literal empty space. There's not even a red candle.
You look good, puppy.
Always. Chad always looks good, dude.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. Buenos dias.
How you doing? Juan?
Good, man.
Did anybody see PayPal this morning? PayPal gave you a re-entry. It gapped up on top of $50. I grabbed 53. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
I still got two sitting at 200%.
Very good. Guys, Apple's just, again, prepare yourself. It's super heavy right now. It's not doing a good job of breaking down, though, so. Yeah. There you go. Better, but not still not. You said meta's breaking? Oh, no shit. Yeah, that ripped. Good stuff. There you go. Apple, little better. Little better. Right here, baby.
Hood's looking good too on a retest.
Roger. Senior Iranian military official says commercial vehicles can pass through Strait of Hormuz along determined route and with permission of Revolutionary Guards Navy.
For the remainder of the ceasefire, they said.
Yes. Ships passing through Hormuz need IRGC coordination. Yep. Good apple. Good apple. Good apple. Love you, Apple. So that we all been cursed. Locked their money to get. Turn up. Can't do that. Patience, patience, patience. What's IWM doing here? Slow moving. How's Q's? Q's look like they're going to try to rebound here a little bit. Possibly over that 2 or 646.19. When should I get out of BYND calls? I'm gonna say this with love. You should have known that when you got into the trade, right? But with that being said, I'll help you at $9.91. Jesus Christ, maybe I can't help you. And 99 cents were two targets that I had above. Other than that, there really is only like there's a $3 move up there, but that's obviously still well below that. So let's take a look at Hood. Yeah, Hood, good retest. Qs are trying in right here. There you go, you sick bastard.
So Potter, question on Hood, is it building right now? Like a little box or range slash or
Yes. For right, yeah, that is a build. Yeah, you're building up at the high. You're that 15-minute box directly underneath you.
that's healthy, right?
That is healthy, yes. That you want that.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Papa.
You got it, brother. Beautiful empty space filled back up on Apple. Hopefully you guys are navigating this with one with me. If you're in Apple. We still have to go and re-break over 268.86, which we need the juice right now on Apple. And again, we're looking at 271. We're looking at that empty space. Just to remind everybody, if it doesn't have what it takes, then it may be next week's that it gets there. But it's that 270 right there that is the main target, just as it has been before. So that's what we're shooting for.
SPX swings would have been 1,000%.
Lord have mercy, dude.
Thanks, Potter.
What'd I do?
Helping me out.
You got it, brother. You got it. I just want to see that explosion on Circle. That's what I got into it for too, brother. I'd said this. This morning it was popping up and stuff like that. It just didn't really. I'll be honest with you. I kind of wanted to see most of that done overnight. TBH.
Thanks for helping us all out and showing us the way.
Of course, man. It's good to see you guys win.
Hey, thanks all you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens when you have a group of people all together looking for the same thing, working together, hunting together.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Does.
Jamia reached up and tickled that floor.
Tickled the Jamia, dude? Sheesh.
Jamia.
Yeah, Jamia. I made a cumulative amount of around $68,000 trading Jamia for 2 years straight. I was looking at that the other day. I was like, damn. I bought Jamia after shitty earnings, and it ripped for 2 weeks straight. I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. It was amazing. I had equity. I had options. I was day trading it. I was swing trading it. How do you get into the Discord? Through my website. Yearly is discounted right now, but go to the free Discord. If you go to my website, there's like a little Discord button. You click on that, it'll get you into the Discord. I want to prepare everybody, okay? I want everybody to be prepared mentally to get out of this trade, okay? Just as we did before, now that we have this 267.50, I will get out, and I will, if given the opportunity, get back in. This is not necessarily what I wanted to see when we approached that 268, that previous other high, right? The same one I just talked about right there. I need that to break, and if it is slowing down and being compressed, again, it's not over yet. We'll see if we can get it, but if it fails to do that, then we might be fixed. If you are watching me on YouTube right now, I want you to know one thing, that if you join my Discord, I'm not here to give you signals. While you might be able to follow me into trades and stuff like that, the idea is that you're ready to work. You're ready to be able to do this for yourself. You're ready to sit in front of your charts, join the live trading study sessions. Apple likes when I yap. These are all things that you got to be ready to do, and you got to want to do it. You know, so if you join my Discord, don't think that I'm just here to tell you what to do all the time, or not at all. We're doing these things either together, or you're taking a trade independently, and I'm hopefully here to guide you and to give you feedback on the charts that you post inside of the request channel. So. Yeah.
Lift just broke past that that final wick into empty space.
You in there?
Yes, sir.
Nice job.
My problem is I just tend to hold stuff and just let it go, and then I eventually get upset whenever it starts to go down, and I sell it. I could have made 700%, but I only made 300%. Damn it!
So you're too chill.
I need to care about it more, but
I mean,
money. I think money is dumb, but this is kind of fun game for me. So,
well,
like, I don't. It's weird. It's why I was homeless for so long. I don't care about money.
I 100% understand you. I was in that same area, but it hit me one day. He's like, you know, sometimes you do more damage inside of the belly of the beast than you do outside of it. You know what I mean? So I felt,
Amen.
You know what I mean? But with that being said, when I get into a trade, I have it established for myself that my trade goes from point A to point B. And doing that and repeating it and saying it's point A to point B, it's drilled it into my head. This is where I get in. This is where I get out. Box to box. And then if runners are able to be left, those are the ones that you can hang on to. Set a stop loss. Let it ride. All right, circle. I'm about to square. I think I'll probably... Let me give you guys a quick rundown here on what's going on with circle. Keep your eyes on Apple. Back down. You are keeping sneaky little lower or higher highs. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that when that breaks, or if it's broken, then but right here on this green candle, watch, it's leaving empty space behind. If it can bounce and flip that script, you can get back up in here. It might be best to grab some longer expirations time sub. So I said I gotta use my trading to fund anti-capitalist propaganda.
I know it's not, we don't really go with news, but they had like some $230 million lawsuit against them that came out, I guess, earlier this morning. So.
If Apple exists, Apple has a lawsuit against them. If you were breathing,
I'm talking about Circle.
Oh, Circle. Oh, well then, never mind. All right, I don't like that you're doing that, sellers. You think you're fucking slick. You think you're trying to make a little lower high. Real cute. Real cute.
Isn't Circle the company that leaked like the video or the video game or some shit like that?
I don't know. Oh, you mean Grand Theft Auto 6?
No, it was like Avatar.
Oh, I have no idea.
And they were like, the hackers hacked through them and then were like, pay us or we're going to release it. And they didn't pay, so they released it.
It was an Avatar game. I don't think anyone was going to play that anyway, so.
We are an Avatar.
Yeah, we are. Whatever that means.
An imagination.
Station.
The observer effect.
Man, I'm good at picking trades that don't do anything. What'd you pick, bro? All right, guys. If you want to grab like a little 265, maybe 264 hedge, if we start breaking down, if you have something longer expiration for next week, you might be able to do that. Not a big fan of that lower high. I mean, again, as long as we don't lose the structure underneath us, you don't need to do that. But if we do yank down or something like that, you didn't even ask permission. You get on top of my PC and start licking your butt. Get out of here, dude. Sorry. Of course, the music stopped right when I said that. Very good. Cats, dude.
I keep seeing major sellings in time and sales for Nike for my runners, but she's not dropping like I would have expected with how many sellers are hitting.
That oftentimes can be like accumulation of sellers. If they like build, just like you would build in a box on the bottom and pop, they're building at the top and trying to it happens on like these big, you'll see the tape, it'll like flash red in a big chunk, and then like you'll kind of see them speckled in between, and then big chunk, and that's typically where you'll see that happen. Good bounce on Circle right there again. Again, if you are on TikTok, you can go to the YouTube. How can you join? You can go to my website, and you can join there, my boy. I hope you're ready to do this shit independently, though. I tell you what, man. It's so cool, though. Whenever I do take like a week off or something like that, every time I leave, dude, I come back and I'm like, oh my God, dude, look at these people. It's so cool. And people in signal chats are just left spinning their wheels. Pulpit playing Yellow Live.
It's like your children growing and getting better.
What is that quote from Michael Scott or from The Office? It's like all my kids grew up and married each other. It's every father's dream. Die before I get up. My neck can never let up.
Yeah, it's nice too because the veterans are not really doing the call outs either, like a live
Yeah.
pay, etc. Now.
Yeah. Need the Lord to save me. Time I went to churches in the fucking 80s. You believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Guys, I'm grabbing 260-250s on Apple in this weak ass area right here. They're 5 fucking cents. I'll cut them over the highs. I'm just grabbing them now. You can grab 265s, or yeah, 265 if you want, but I'm gonna grab those now just in case. And I'll, like I said, over the high, I'll cut them. They're dirt cheap. Dude, I have 2 cats right next to me. Senior Iranian official tells Reuters without given timeline, unfreezing of Iranian assets has been part of the agreement to open the strait. Are they kumbayaing right now, dude? Yo! Alright, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, Tesla. Listen, credit is given where credit is due. Although, it's only for Tesla diners. But you can place your order while the car drives you to the restaurant in the car, and then it'll be ready when you get there. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let's not front. I don't want that one right now. What platform should I be use from Trace? You can use TradingView. Wow, for a check. Doing that now to manifest. You signed up for 6 months. If you signed up in my Discord, please DM me immediately. Right now. Right now. I'm going to go ahead and post that. I usually have 2 assistants doing all of this for me. They are not here right now, so you got me, baby. I just typed out, if you joined, please me. Very good. Yeah, please DM me ASAP. Everybody gotta be somebody. I'll take a look at Netflix real quick. I'll tell you nothing particular. I'm blowing this purple feel purple indicular. Ooh, that looks fucking juicy. That's juicy. That's juicy.
You're juicy.
Yeah, I'll take it. 99.50, 107, and I think at that point you could look at 50% of that empty space to get. Ooh, juicy 102.50. That could be great. Why is it juicy? I love that you asked that. Because empty space is the reason that I take most of my trades. And because of the fast drop on Netflix, if it says, I didn't really mean it, I promise, then price can very quickly retrace back up. And it will do that by reclaiming the floors that is currently being pushed down underneath. Circle's new low. I'm going to go ahead and I'm out. If you want to wait, you could, wait for the 106.70, but I'm out, and I will get back in through cost basis on that 2-minute box up above, or wait till the end of the day and look to take it there. That trade did not work out. That's okay though.
I'm just gonna let mine ride, baby. See
all
what she
right,
does.
that's all right. Look,
thank God for the 100% trim.
yeah, there you go. Motherfucker. Wait, no, I got Wayfarer. Didn't I? I thought I bought that yesterday.
You talked about it yesterday, yeah.
Did I get it? Did I get it? I'd be doing that shit all the time. I did. Let's go. I bought 4 contracts. Okay, cool. Yeah, May 1st. Cool. How is it juicy? What is it juicy? It's juicy. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. That was fire. That was fire. All right, Apple, can you just fucking go hit 271 so I can go do a money spread in the mirror? Sweet West Side Chicago, 2 flag apart. Now, I want to say this too as well, guys. If you made good money, please just consider taking some profit out for real. If you turn $500 into $4,000, do it again. The money isn't necessarily gone. It's just not able to be traded by your hands. Put yourself back in that high pressure situation of not having a ton of BP. Sometimes we get more BP than we actually deserve. It sounded like that speech in the Lord of the Rings. Sony? What about it? Yeah.
Wayfair also has earnings.
That's right, yeah.
That week, like the 30th.
Hey, I'm actually up 300% on Sony's. But I got those are for this actually I'm in the money on Sony. I don't I have some for today. I grabbed them yesterday. My 23s for May 1st are up $0.
Yeah, those take a second to load.
Oh no, it's not loading. It's just got no volume on it.
Well, yeah, that too.
23s from May worth 0. Mine are worth 69.
It's just the spread. The spread is shit.
Wait, for May 1st? Is it?
Yeah, if you tried to buy them, like
May
5 cents,
first
they wouldn't go through.
23 of them.
I'm up 300% on UPS.
Oh, very good. Same here. I got 1 contract left.
Potter.
Yes. All that I am is my family. Mistakes, moment of madness. I pulled to the escape.
My big players are PayPal and UPS right now.
PayPal's sitting up at 50-60 right now. Looking like a...
Hey, Potter.
Huh? What's up, brother?
Hey, can you check the bubble chat?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to send a chart.
Were you talking about the Apple navigation? The one that you posted?
Nah, I'm about to send AAL. I want to see if this level that I'm looking at, 1349.
Will you...
I saw it as a weekly level, and also it has a range.
You got that floor, but there is actually not much in front of you in that most recent price action. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you hit that line you have marked out at, was that 1350? Like kind of wherever those candles go sideways right there? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, I know IWM is running. Yeah, I have, what, 275.30? Laughing my socks off. Oh, God.
Sorry, AAL just, got me excited.
It ought to. Looks good. Okay. Yeah, UPS, what are we rocking on that one? What about Nike? What's Nike doing? Sitting. What's the Sony target? I've got big dreams on Sony, baby. I got big dreams on Sony, baby. Personally, I would like to take this one to 25.21. EFOI pre-market was 5. Oh, what are you, a fucking, are you penny boy? Are you a penny man? That sounds like some penny shit. You know what's kind of fun about these squeezes though is like they do present because they don't ever have volume and they get it. They actually blew my money on cert. New question about why are Walmart stocks so cheap? Why is Walmart so cheap? Like, what do you mean? Like the contracts? Because they're probably weeklies? Steph, I'm in Wayfair. Yeah, sorry, I just saw that message.
Just want Apple to die already.
Die? Like for it to not die. Although I did grab puts, but...
Yeah, I grabbed some puts.
Trump says, I received a call from NATO asking if we would need some help. I told them to stay away unless they want to load their ships up with oil. Oh my god. That's like a girl, like when you break up with your girl and then she tells you to come get her shit from the house. Like, just stay away unless you want to come get your shit.
I actually agree with him on that.
I love that. He says, stay away. I don't want to be your friend.
Potter, I think the algorithm heard you yesterday. My whole TikTok was flooded with Kamala videos. Jeez, man.
I'm a lesbian.
That Rusty dude looks
my
like he's
whole
running a game show.
TikTok for you page. Oh, bro, what is that? Yo, no, hold on.
You hate it because he wins? I fucking hate all presidents, dude, that don't represent American interests. Don't start with me. You tell me how you're directly benefiting from what's happening over there. Because I promise you, you can't. Anyway. Stocks. Focus on stocks.
I was hoping UPS was going to break that 106.90, but she's pulling back a little.
Yeah, I think it might be if you have longer expirations, guys. I still like this one a lot to go to 108. Good God, Apple. So just FYI, this is literally our trading range for the whole fucking day, and it's like you got all that volume backing up under here. So just, even if you do pull back, you're gonna have to fucking rip down the Rusty game show. Listen, if you guys see me with a colorful wheel in the back of my camera, just go ahead and report me to the SEC or something with some false claims that I have insider information. I don't know. Don't let that slide.
I'm gonna get Kamala.
Why do I say I don't like TTD? Same reason I don't like my ex. It hurt me. Same thing.
Same here. I don't want to even see it. Watch it. Fuck it.
It takes a lot for me to get that. Yeah. TTD's a pain in my ass, man.
TTD was my first contract that I did, and I got screwed, man.
No. Caesar's like, nah.
In Southwest too. Jesus.
Roxa, don't make me start swearing.
CLH is waking up.
Is UPS actually going to do it?
It's going to do it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, NCLH, great, great.
Come on, Care Bear. Give it love.
Tap? All right, we tapped that fucking... What's my website? It's pottersockstrading.com. I'm going to say it again.
I'm up 300% on UPS. Come on.
Do y'all do long term? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, any of the, I mean, a 24-hour time frame setup or a weekly or a monthly setup that we find, those are all equity potential. I mean, especially with the ones with a lot of empty space, like UPS could have been a short term, you know. But what kind of price range do you usually want from a long contract? How long, Sambo? Like long for today or long for a month out?
Hey Garrett, on a UPS 24-hour time frame, 50% of the red candle 108 ish or
What was
slightly
the
below 108 kind of.
what was the ticker? Sorry.
No, UPS.
Oh yeah.
24-hour time frame, 50% of the red candle to the left. 108 will be the 50% of the red candle.
Roger that. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Awesome.
Let's see, 24 hours.
Up again too.
All right, I'm off the one. Fuck the one. Ugh. Gross. 3 off the top, guys. Apple needs to do it. Are the classes
yes,
through?
Pop.
Oh, yep. Ooh, mommy. 320%, maybe. Yeah, my May 8ths, I'm already up nice on those. 107 coming in, though. That is your old cost basis that you flush through right here. And big wallet 107 107.73 for me, user.com. But yeah, same. Are the classes through stored on your site or in your Discord? They're inside of the Discord. They're on a drive. SoFi is pushing up a bit. Dude, you guys nailed that NCLH one, man. That thing looks fucking diabolical. Look at that candle from today. Yesterday it pulled back, but those pullbacks at the top, dude, they eat. Love you. I love you too.
Potter, what do you think about coin up to like 220, 223? I put a chart in the bubble too, but it's on a mobile, so you might.
Well, when we're live, guys, would you mind posting your charts inside of the live trading chat, just so I don't have to go back and forth or
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It just helps me.
Oh, so not the bubble?
Only before the bell. Only before the bell. That's so that all of your guys' pre-market chat is separated, so I don't get lost in the sauce.
So that's like requests, and then when you're live.
Thanks, Potter. I made 888% on IWM today. Dude, let's fucking go!
Damn, that's juicy.
That's juicy. This does look excellent. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah. Okay, so I like to know what I'm going to be running up into. So look right here, bam, 209.50, and then this is all pretty much empty. So I think even just getting a good candle above 209 will set you up for that break. But you are absolutely, correct in your analysis that empty space lies above, and a retest of potentially 227 is there. There's also the whole concept of that, which would be a confluential target. Yeah. Who's getting paid on UPS? Who's getting paid on UPS? Yeah, I'm up 330% right now on UPS.
380.
And do you guys do you see how it's so much? This is again why empty space is such a focus. And I know this had literally been the story for the last 2 weeks, but this is the priority. And again, Circle didn't work. It's not a quintessential setup. It didn't have a box. It had the box that it was building. And again, I would take this setup every single time. I chalk this one up to the game. However, it is still not done. You said it. Oh, don't do this. You said Apple. Oh, PayPal. I said Apple, but with some zest in it.
My accent is heavy, bro.
No, I liked it. I like it. That's probably one of my favorite parts of this Discord, dude. It's all the different people in here. It's proof that we can get along. Except for Zebo. Something's wrong with that guy. Yeah, PayPal's looking good. Apple's pissing me off. I'm getting a little irritated right now. I'm not going to lie. I could just get out and be green and just call it, but I got to see it.
That's what I did. I got out of Apple.
Yeah, probably best.
I'm not fucking getting out.
Oh, I fucking love that, dude. Jose, you think is it ready? Look at this shit, guys. Fucking Jose's been DMing me about this for a minute now. Oh, I can't fucking... Gonna happen.
On a app? Ooh.
So what has he done? He like trained an AI model for your strategy?
So watch all your videos, learn PBS before getting into the workshop. That you can do that on YouTube. You can just get the workshop. It's the same info, but one's more categorical, you know. I'll break the Benjamin right in half if you don't go Apple, I swear. Somebody call Tim Apple.
PayPal pushing.
Yeah, it is, baby. I'm up good on PayPal long. Is Sony still going for me?
I just posted a gain I've got PayPal for 16 cents. They're like up 900%.
Jesus, brother.
Damn, dog.
Yo, dude, look at our Discord, guys. I know, it's cool. It's cool to see you guys win. I know not everybody, if you're out there and you're not having a great day or whatever it is, reset yourself. We're going to keep fucking, I'm really going to be, like I said, I'm cracking down on these charts and stuff like that. I want people to show up and put in the effort, man. So
I like that.
I'm using.
Make sure you have targets. Fucking make sure the chart looks good.
Be too nervous to get involved. Whenever they see charts, they may have the exact same chart, and then whatever you're teaching that person, it might actually be teaching another person too.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm excited how much
making them do the work and us.
With IWM, I believe that the reason why it is still ripping the way that it is because it didn't before. It's just that simple. Lead, lag. QQQ, IWM, and SPY dance. And if you know how they dance, you can tango with them. Q rips, you don't get it, that's okay. SPY rips, you don't get it, go look at IWM. Or vice versa. IWM is ripping, SPY, QQQ haven't yet. It's something to look at, okay? We've actually used that concept to get into trades. After Qs and SPY dumped, we went and hit IWM because it hadn't moved yet. But yesterday, I mentioned this, and I shouldn't even told you guys that I was hedging because I have longs, so I used IWM because it was cheaper to hedge myself. But I specifically said that this is the only ETF that hasn't gone into the all-time highs. So that if you wanted to swing it, that could be a reason to do so. IWM is ripping because it deserves to rip a lot. Okay. Okay. I like that. Ba 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 ba.
Apple also, if you go back right before the empty space, it has this little bit of consolidation that I think it's just got to work through on the 5-minute. And I think that's what it's trying to do now.
I'm angry.
Lift's about to push days high.
Yep. Yeah, you guys crushed that. Listen, it's fuck yeah, guys. Fuck yeah. Look at that.
I'll be honest, I'm so glad that I decided to ditch my anxiety and jump in the Discord and say, what's up?
Dude,
Coin just broke 210.
If you just bought the workshop, you need to get. I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, I am a lost man without Ivy and Alex. Please DM me, or please tag me, and I'll get you hooked up. Oh my God.
They need time, though. They need time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I'll suffer. I'll suffer.
Those coin contracts are juiced up.
Hold on 1 second. I think I actually got this. Okay, hold on. Okay, got you. You're good.
Jimmy, your calls are up 150%.
Potter, I have no life and I'm kind of a nerd.
Okay.
Feel that? Help, feel free, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. I can help. I'm at my computer all day, every day anyway, so.
Roger that. Okay, we'll do. I DM'd you 3 times. On what? On here? On TikTok or on Discord? I'm searching for you.
Good old 420% on UPS.
Okay. Gotcha.
242% on UPS.
Discord? What's your screen name on Discord, brother? You can get Discord access through my website, guys. Often it seems my target contract prices have huge spreads and no volume. Do you take those? Not if they have wide spreads. So if Apple is going to pull back, we want it to flip fast, come down, kind of just like how it did. Whip down and then fucking rip right back up. And if you see a candle do exactly that and you're out and you're looking at it, if it flips and closes anywhere in this mother, I'll double down. All right, anyway. Multitasking here. Okay, I see.
Hey, Potter.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, can you check the Ford chart in the chat?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah,
Coins are ripping.
Yeah, it is. I'm watching it right now. What about Mara? Is that one going now too? Yeah, Mara's going up to that for $12 target that I have on that one. Coin looks good. Oh, dude, you're crushing that one right now. 214 is coming in hot. Ford right here. So I suspect that Ford will likely pull back. This is not a box overhead, but it is a 2-hour candle close there, which kind of explains why you're wicking the way that you are. So I would say a candle close outside of that would be acceptable. Let's look at the 4-hour. So the 4-hour, and this is where you can say like, okay, a 4-hour candle close keeps me in the game. 2-hour candle close, obviously, even though you're still holding that, you need to break over that $13 wick. So
I read that Trump. I got a playback in my ear, but anyway, he's tapping the manufacturers for defense on the autos.
I read that too. Ford and somebody else. He's having to manufacture weapons like back in World War II.
Ford and GM.
If you look up Palmer Luckett's or
Jesus
Lucky's
Christ, dude.
interviews lately, he's been talking about automotive assembly lines being able to manufacture munitions and stuff like that, and that's the key to winning things. And as soon as that interview went public, everybody's been talking about it since.
He is. I work at Stellantis, and they have told us it may happen. Interesting. Can I explain?
It's really targeting a lot of the failing automotive companies that aren't really able to compete anymore. So they're kind of creating an alternative.
That's interesting.
Money.
Yeah, money operation. Yeah.
That's going to push their prices up.
There you go. There you go, Apple. That's what the fuck I was just talking about right there. That's what the fuck I need. whip down, pop up, and close it, though. I can't have a bullshit thing. Cost basis is the 50% mark of any area of consolidation with 3 or 4 taps, or 2 to 3 more taps on both sides. It is where the volume or liquidity or whatever you want to call it is held with inside of an area of consolidation. Breaking it releases that volume and potential. Speaking of potential, good God. God, I love the system, dude.
I'm living my coin 212.50s are in the money now.
I'm in a sea of green right now, my friends.
Come on, Hood.
I need Hood to get going a little bit more.
Oh shit, PayPal's at
Yeah. Yeah, it's ripping, man. And I'm waiting for Apple. Dude, wait, hold on a second, because Apple did this the other day. When the market wanted to slow down, Apple came in, big bro, and fucking pop. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, Paul,
I may
you
have
look
not
at
doubled.
VA.
Yeah, 1 second.
Gap
fill. You gap filled, brother. Gap fill. That was one of the targets that I have. All I have left on this one is 231.11.
Oh, and the gap fill. That was a gap fill.
Oh my God, get out of here. All right, I'm multitasking so hard right now, so please forgive me, guys. I'm trying to help people get into the Discord while I'm also trading, so this isn't fun. I've maxed out my friends list.
Apple. Oh yeah.
I'm about to make a new fucking profile. There you go, Apple. There you go, Apple. Spin on it. Oh God, dude. So what are we doing here, dude? Ugh. Ugh. Yo, what are you talking about? Dude, you're up 10,000%? You were up 10,000%.
I feel like that other guy. I feel like I'm never in the right place. Cause I feel like I choose the stuff that looks right, and then it just never goes. And I'm watching everybody getting other stuff, and it's just flying. I'm like, what is it that
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that because you're gonna show me your chart, and we're gonna make a decision on whether or not what you're looking at is even. Because I don't always know what everybody's looking at, and then when you guys say stuff like that, it's like, well, that's where I need to see what things have you been choosing, because then I can kind of point out like this is that's why like even just getting that copy trading thing, or not copy trading, sorry, but like the trade tracking app where you can show me what you've been in, and we can discuss why those were not, so we can take that.
It's not me choosing like bad things per se. Like it has the setup, and there's sometimes like I'll end up taking the setup before you, but it's just like I think it's more so like I just need to strictly follow rules. Like Circle looked good. I took that and look what Circle's doing. I took Tesla and like I've taken Tesla before and it did exactly what Circle's doing right now. But I took Tesla. I think I actually took Tesla before you did last time, this week, and Tesla like started flying. And because it's done in the past, what Circle's doing right now, I got a little earlier. I sold those contracts. I bought them for like $50 and I sold them for like $2. Like so I sold them for 200 and then thing ended up flying and those contracts at the end of the day were going for $2,000 and I was just like sitting there like, are you kidding me? Because like I'm just so used to like things doing what Circle's doing right now, and I feel like most of my plays do what Circle's doing right now, and still Walmart. Like I'm still in Walmart, same thing, same ordeal.
Okay, I feel you. Apple's opened up outside of the high here.
I feel like that with Nike right now.
Same thing. I got Nike too. Same thing. I feel like I keep getting to plays over and over again that do that.
Well, what's wrong with Nike right now? let me ask you that. What's the problem with what Nike's doing at the moment?
Not a damn thing. It's just chilling.
Well, I meant his. Oh, so it's not moving with everything else is kind of the issue.
Yeah, I do have a longer expiration for Nike, so it's not like it's a big deal, but it's just like I I never choose the ones that go flying. Like I choose the ones that stall or just end up coming back down, and then like you guys take these other ones that are flying. I'm like, what the heck?
I mean, that comes and goes, dude. There's even I'm just gonna yes, that there is a way to circumvent those things and to start focusing on the ones that, because I mean, like even a circle's not an A plus setup. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not. The only thing that really got me attracted to that one is how it was consolidated, down on the lower time and then obviously the empty space. Those were the things that really brought me into that trade. But the reason that I didn't add a heavier, setup on that or move heavier into that is because I knew that I didn't have for surety, at that point that empty space it looked great. Still actually looks really good. But it's not the same. And one thing that you might do to help is to focus on stocks that are those are the ones that are flying right now, right? Apple's obviously not flying, but like, coin, that's highly recognizable. Those are things that are daily traders. So if they have more volume, then they're going to move more fluidly, say for Nike, right, which is sector based. So we need that sector, kind of a consumer sector to kind of be moving as well. But I think quality, right? We just need to be locking, and then we need to be locking in on the quality of the setups that you're focusing on. And then I think as well as developing a plan like for yourself of like, this is where I'm, and you're doing it more as an experiment the first time you do it. You say, I'm taking Tesla here and I'm not getting out until this point, no matter what happens. And by doing that and setting out on that journey, you're detaching from the money and you're focusing on the chart. And
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? Like I did that where you focus on just seeing it through. Just see it through all the way. And that means stopping out. That means it goes halfway. You're not concerned necessarily about the money. You're just trying to push yourself to hold through or into those targets. And I mean, that's something I struggled with as well because I was looking at the money. So
there's Astros 401 on Tesla.
Yeah, was this the target from yesterday?
You want that?
You said that the other day, 401.
This was that empty space and that most recent price action.
I took 420s for next.
420s for 420.
Hey.
So legitimately, Elon's obsessed with 420, 69, whatever, right? He pushed back the road to reveal. Everything's lining up for robotaxi / cybercabs. You've got Optimus patents coming out daily. Like the end of this month is going to be crazy. Plus, you have earning on the 22nd. I did grab negative or puts just as a.
Hedgerino.
Crypto's just ripping.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Flash. Hello.
Flash, you here?
Oh, hey. Oh, I just wanted. I just wanted to say thank you for posing those questions because I can identify with everything you were describing.
That's why.
No problem. It's just like I do have some plays that work, but it's just like I feel like more often than not, like I'm in the wrong setup, and then I either have to get out, or sometimes like I know other people probably do this. I get so frustrated. I'm like, it's gonna go. I'm just letting it ride. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna let it ride, and sometimes it reverses, but a lot of times it doesn't, and I'm like, oh, that's gone. But I try to keep the risk minimal. Like I'm not down for the week. Like I was up more because Walmart, I kind of got smacked on that one, but it's just it can be frustrating sometimes, but it's just like I just want to figure out what's the better setups.
Yes, same.
But I mean, for me, honestly,
higher
it just happens
volume
though naturally.
stocks.
It's just that's what happens sometimes though.
It does happen sometimes too.
Yeah, you can't
Well,
leave it off.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, I remember, I think it was last year, February. The entire, I think it was February, it was before my wedding. The entire Discord was in, I think there was a Tesla play, a Zoom play, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, these stocks ripped, and I was one of the ones who pointed them out. I pointed out, like Tesla and stuff like that. I didn't catch any of them. I had chose to trade to, and actually, shit, there's so many memories coming up where this has literally happened to me. I chose Tesla. The entire market ran. Everybody's eating, and I'm sitting here watching it stay in a box for 6 hours straight. It was excruciating. You got to keep it pushing, and I think just going through that moment actually brought me to the conclusion that I need to gravitate around stocks that are holding or have daily trading volume, or there's likely going to be an influx of that daily trading volume due to the consolidation that has been trapped in, for an extended amount of time. But we'll work on that. And we're doing things a little bit different going from today forward, because I really want you guys to not just send your chart in, but explain yourself. Because at that point, then you might even start typing it out or hear yourself talk and be like, you know what? I'm making too many, like, if this, then that, and this and that. And now it doesn't sound that good coming out of my own mouth. And I've had those, realizations too, as well, where I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm like kind of saying it out loud, I don't think this sounds, I don't think this looks as good as I thought it did. But yeah, we're going to focus on that. I'm up 477% on W. I am up oh yeah. Oh, I also have $100 on that one. Apple's up at the highs, guys. We're touching 270, new high of day here.
Same thing with it, but I was gonna say then the next step will be maybe focusing on a good entry.
Yeah.
As well. Details.
Netflix.
Coin just ripped past my fucking short-term target.
Circle just gave me an alert. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, Circle looks like it's trying to punch back through a 3-minute box to try to get back up. You trade options or futures, and why? I trade options, more options, literally, and more leverage. I've traded futures too. I actually put money in my futures account on TradeStation. Wait, I do have BYND. I bought 2.5 calls.
Oh shit.
For May 15th, yeah. Well, I didn't. Peyton did.
I sold one of my PayPal contracts at 350%. I got one more left.
Very
I'm
good.
gonna let it float around, see what she
Yeah.
does.
If anybody grabbed any extras today, those are chomping right now. Hold on one second. I'm trying to navigate my sheet.
Damn, Q 650 today. Holy.
And I know I should be more excited, but like I've never seen this much green before. So like this is just kind of weird.
Have you been on TikTok and seen all the gurus fucking telling everyone to go short?
What? No. By the way, Sony 450%. If you grabbed any weeklies, I'm not assuming that any of you did. If you grabbed any longer expirations, those are doing pretty decent right now. Apple 270 calls for today that I swung are worth 300%. That was scary.
UPS is pushing that top again. If
Oh
she
my
runs,
God.
dog, I'm almost at 500% right now.
Act like you've been there, JK. Yeah. Dude, honestly though, I mean, I sometimes, like, even right now, dude, it doesn't hit me till later, till I like look at the account or I hit the withdrawal button, you know, to my bank, and then I'm like, damn, I really did that shit, bro. But the more you fly in treacherous conditions, you know, the more it just becomes business as usual.
It's funny you say that. My boy, my vet buddy, he's out flying a paraglider right now. He's like, I don't want to look at the screen, bro. I'm 6,000 feet up in the air, and I'm like, okay, dude, all right, I got you, dog. I don't hate that. I can't hate it, cause like it's a beautiful day out there. I guess if I could do it, go flying.
Is he driving one of those powered ones?
Would
Yeah.
Oh
would
my
the
god, I want to do
Discord
that
be
shit
worth
so
it with a
bad.
smaller account? I think you could probably save your money and keep watching me right now. You know what I mean? And learn as much as you can watching these streams and go to my YouTube channel and maybe try to get that small account up. And now, yes, obviously we had some small accounts explode this week. So yeah, I'm not going to say that I'm not good for it. But it would be obviously, especially if you're new to watching me, to get a good idea of what we're looking for operating. And then when you prep time, right? Batman, you want to take your prep time, and then when you actually get into the Discord, I think you'll be able to utilize it better. Just my advice. So save your money if you, again, it's up to you, but new high on UPS. Apple, come on, baby. Oh my god. Jorge, are you still here, dude?
Yeah, I just have 2 contracts left, yeah.
Damn,
sometimes I get scared.
400% on these 270s. I'm going to go ahead and start. I had 32 contracts, so I'm going to go ahead and, or excuse me, 35 contracts. I sold a few.
Damn, on what? On Fibro?
On Apple.
I don't know. I feel like I get fucking ostrich.
And NCLH contracts, if you would have bought yesterday, you're up 7,000%.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, bro, I'm up 5,000% on those.
Good God, dude. This is unheard of shit right now.
With me too. So when he wakes up, when Junior wakes up, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, someone tag him. He's probably still sleeping.
Which one was that one?
Bro, I tried calling him.
NCLH.
NCLH.
Guys, 400% on those 270s. If you got the April 20th contracts, I'm up 200+% on those. I'm gonna just go ahead and sell half of that position now. I am pulling racks. I'm trying to move to California, guys. I'm trading hard. Holy shit.
Yeah, Cali's beautiful.
Also trying to make Peyton a famous fashion artist.
You know, it's weird. Weeble's got a wick on Apple up to 274, but TradingView don't have it. It's on a 4-hour.
How would you enter if everything is flying? You would have to have some structure.
Yeah, I see that wick, bro.
Up 780% on the Qs. Make sure you guys are securing profit. Don't get lost in the sauce today, okay? Secure the profit. All right, so real quick, I think Apple, how close are we? Is that the line? That is technically the line. So 270.50.
Fucking woodpecker better stop fucking hammering on my house.
Let him finish the house and then go bang on his door.
Dude, just beating the shit out on my brand new gutters.
You know, people thought that they had like a different skull to protect them. It just turns out they got a tiny ass brain that doesn't have enough mass to actually bang around inside of their head.
Dude, they fucking rail their heads. Like, that shit goes so fast.
I had a joke right there, but I kept it inside, and that's discipline.
They be the best TikTok tappers.
I just heard the joke make its rounds through people's heads. Oh, man.
Here, real quick for Apple, higher time frames, 24-hour.
Yeah.
My ultimate target is 273.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
That's
Absolutely. Yeah. You said 273, right?
Yeah, 273.
Jamia's at 840.
Yeah. Yeah, their tongue wraps around their brain, but it also just doesn't have enough mass to like rock around in their head. Fun fact. Did any
birds have big brains, do they?
Ostrich? I mean, that's a pretty big noggin for a bird, but I guess in comparison to their body, maybe not so much. I don't really know. I don't know. Jorge would tell you. He'll tell you all about that. He knows. He knows brains.
What?
Nah, nothing.
Play it.
Where is it at? Hold on.
Whoa, everybody mute the soundboard.
I don't know. I feel like I can fucking ostrich it.
Not real.
Sorry.
All the new people probably don't know. Like, what?
Yeah, guys, we were talking about animals that we felt that we could take down, and Jorge just happened to pause after he said ostrich. After he said he could fuck up an ostrich, but he paused, and so we got him.
Yo, what the fuck? He says so we got him. Yo. I'll ride one of them ostriches.
I saw a dude.
The Philippines, yeah. They race him over there, no?
That's crazy. Yeah, of course. If you're trimming off weeklies on, yeah, I've had to fucking trim on Apple. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna go ahead and I haven't sold any of the April 22nd, so we'll get rid of 3 of those now for 300 a piece. I'm up 1,500% on an Apple 270 calls the expiration of August. If you have August, and so that goes into a question of what do you see beyond this, right? And for me, my goal to trade Apple was to trade it up into this empty space, which I have done. And now at this point, you know, if you're looking to go long, you're asking something else out of the market, right? You're asking for it to hit 271. And then from there, right, you would have 272.90 and 276.20 as 2 triggers to send Apple into, yes, a actual, real, probable new high. And you might ask me, Potter, how the fuck could you even know that this could go back up into all-time highs? Do you see how price fell when it was at all-time highs? Do you see what it left? That gets filled, especially on Apple. So it is, yes, that's sort of expiration. You obviously maintaining a great stop loss. You could be looking for those 2 catalysts directly up above you to fire off, and you're in a good, the trajectory is obviously where it needs to be at the moment. Just real quick, Tesla's moving here.
Look at coin. You see 222.50 as a trim for today's contracts?
Let's go, Tessie.
You said 222.50?
Yeah, it's like the bottom of them little wicks on a 4-hour or 8-hour, I think it was.
So on another note, right, that right there would be step for any weekly or shorter expiration contracts. U.S. warns of China-Iran military cooperation. What the fuck? I thought we were Gucci. Oh my god. Anyway, but yes, I see 222.50 if we are over those wicks. Yes.
That's what I'm holding my last 2 for.
Is it bad to use Potter boxes for day trading? No, that's what they're meant for. They're meant for whatever it's whatever, literally. Look, 1 minute to 1 week. Same shit.
Anybody in PayPal, be careful. She might be getting ready to pull back.
I was just gonna say the same thing about UPS. Get ready on UPS if you got that one. I'm gonna go ahead and I have 1 contract left, so we're gonna go ahead and sell that thing. I think we got what we wanted out of UPS, and that's for today's contract. So, as a young,
I got 1 left too. I'm at 416. I'm scared right now. I have to go to the bathroom, but I'm waiting.
Dude, you know what I do, man? I just go. And then I throw money at my problems, you know?
I was thinking about getting a diaper, but I don't have one laying around right now.
I do not wear a diaper. Somebody pooped.
Someone wake up, Junior.
Somebody pooped my pants in the night. It was Biden. Biden climbed.
Junior's freaking dead. Junior's dead. I call him right now too.
Why?
He's passed out.
Oh shit. Let me text him.
I know he had UPS.
What the fuck? Is that really such a bad thing?
No, I'm
That's
kidding.
really sweet of you guys.
I have a smart diaper. It tells me right before I go pee pee and poo poo, and it alerts mommy. And mommy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta stop. Yo, someone on TikTok said, the fuck? Should have gotten Tessa calls as a moneymaker, yeah. Ellie. My daughter's name is Ellie. Imagine scrolling on that moment. Yeah. Mommy. Mommy. Mama. Come on, Apple. Can I just get a little boop? Currently using the PBS to seduce my wife. Works everywhere. Fuck. Let me know how that works out. That's crazy. I made the Potter box. That shit don't work for me. I should ask Peyton, what's the Potter box? Nice. I never catch Tesla. You know how you catch Tesla? Top-down analysis. It makes you feel really good about the analysis that you're putting down on the table and makes it a more confident trade, but you have to focus on it before it happens. You can't wait for the day that it does. You have to that's one thing that you can say about a lot of the things that we took the last 2 weeks. Everything was discussed. Most of this was broken down. A lot of you guys asked me about Coin, Apple, Nike, Snapchat, fucking UPS multiple times before the move was made. And by discussing it and having a game plan, it makes it that much easier to actually do it. But you have to know before that that is what a good setup looks like. And even that's the craziest thing about some people trading out there in the world right now. They don't really have that at all. It's just a bunch of like this and that mixed up together in a pot. And they really don't have like an edge on what a great setup really looks like. And so it's hard to like actually, you know, I'm not saying that Apple trying to push a new high here. Every single one you mentioned this week has been right. I wish that was true, but Circle was not correct. At least right now. Watch it squeeze later. But yeah, that was the only one that really didn't work out my well. But yes, so far, most of those hit. Any good trades to get in? Nope. Nope. No. I don't have any. Everything that I'm in right now, brother, I've been in, or I got in, or oh yeah.
Hey, Potter, what are kind of like your rules whenever it comes to runners? Like, what do you abide by?
I have everything mapped out in front of me as far as where my next TP is going to be. When structure is held or we accomplish grabbing onto a floor, say like here, I mark those things out as areas that I can rely on to drop out of the runners if we, you know what I'm saying? Like as a rock climber, we grab hold of a ledge. We don't want to lose it because that means we could fall right back down. Given, you know, again, how fast we're moving. So hold on one second. Yeah, so like those guys, We did it. Sorry, real quick. We fucked. We
Apple just did it.
We fucking did it, baby. Let's fucking go.
Still going.
Let's go.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. 300% on the fucking April 20th. Oh, and I still got 19 contracts for today. 650%. Shit.
Hey, you took those yesterday for today?
Yeah.
How much were they?
22 cents.
Jesus.
I added some today as well. Chupapi Muñeño. All right, 19 contracts was only $418. The position is currently worth $3,400 right now. All right, I'm going to sell half of it because this is my target and I'm fucking around talking. Yeah, look at me yapping, dude. Yapping. Do your job. All right, let's look at Mara. I'm not ready for this right now. We're not. Chat's not ready for that.
The Chad's not ready for that.
Dude, they're not. Pressure in my arms. Pressure when I do my. Damn it. Ah, dude. And is everything else slowing down right now? Microsoft's running? Okay. And then you said, what, 1209?
He's only at 650.
I just don't like that box. It just doesn't look good. Why does that box look like that? I hate when finish their fucking sentences. I like 215, maybe a little bit better sim. See how there's like candle closes kind of universally across the board. I like that. 718%. Give me that big green dingus right here. Been busy at work, but logged in to hear you talk about Apple this AM. Looked at the chart, just made 300%. Jesus Christ. I trimmed, and now what was $220 worth of that position is $1,700. I want to stem out so bad right now, but I'm keeping that energy right in my root chakra. Walmart. This is the play on a technical basis is pretty much done, right? So if you are trading from point A to point B, what are we doing right now? Instead of sitting on our ass, we're looking. I believe Juan already did this math, right? He calculated that there is empty space a little bit further, but as far as running into volume, the trade is done. So with 750%, I bid another, basically the half of the half, which is 10 contracts. I'm going to go ahead, and this is I'm referring to as weeklies. Those are gone, sold 760%. Look at it tapping. Look at it tapping my little line. And then anything else, now that I have 5 contracts left, that's free. And that was a total of $110 out of the original weekly position. That's how the fuck you scale out right there. However, I still have April 20th. Still got about $2,000 worth of positions there. So I'm going to start trimming on those as well. And just leave runners, because with expiration, if this thing holds what it has just accomplished, then I technically could see more. But everything else, I got to shut the fuck up and stop yapping, because it get pulled back right when I said that.
I sold my last UPS at 400%.
Very good. How long have you been in the Discord now?
This is my first. This is my first week. I had a free week for donating.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I gotta hit you up later for to buy in because I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Well, cool, man. I'm glad. Welcome to the Discord. Good day, me 300% on Tesla. Nice. Yesterday I was at Rusty Rod's live and he said you played the wheel. He's going to say all sorts of stuff, guys, because he has actually nothing to go. So he's going to say the most ridiculous.
I'm going to spin the wheel.
I'll spin his wheel. I mean, I'm not going to say. All right, 320% on April. Very good. Guys, we did that shit. Don't spin my wheel, dude. Yeah, dude. I'm so happy right now, man. It's cool when obviously I'm here to make money, dude, but when most everybody is, at least trades are going in the direction, man, it's just a beautiful thing. All right, anyway, is everyone making 300%? Everybody is making, well, I can't say everybody, but
more like
5. So, I mean, this is what we've done here this morning. Looks like there's a 190% trade, 529% trade. This one was a 3,500% trade on IWM. This was a 30. Let's see, what is this? 244% trade, 419% trade there. Let's see. Are you fucking get out? Are you serious? About to ruin my good mood. Oh my god. All right, hold on. I need a second because she just broke my shit. No, it's fine. I can just buy one new one. I can just buy a new one. It's fine. Not even worth it. 800%.
I gotta be doing it wrong. I need to watch the workshops again. The moment I hop in Tesla, it looks like it's going to 410. I said I'll just take a quick scalp, go to 410. The moment I get in 410, it drops immediately super fast to 405.
But what did you just do that adheres to my system?
Single-handedly.
And I'm not saying, this is love, right? I gotta be hard on you on this one because, like, what exactly are you trying to, like, a quick scalp? That's fine, but I don't see a single box anywhere. I don't see any structure. I don't see anything. So is it more?
I figured it was already at like 407-ish, so it was like 407, like 80. So I was like at 410 psychological number. I was gonna trim it like 409, but as soon as I hopped in, it immediately just started dropping.
I get that.
There is no box. It's up there. I just was. I feel like in general, I just take wrong plays in general.
Well, I mean, can you be honest with? Do you feel like you're revenge trading right now? Do you feel like you're trading from underneath your lungs, right where your diaphragm?
Absolutely, because it's like it's so frustrating, like to just every time I get in a play, it damn near feels like I'm cursed that I just hop in plays and they just don't go anywhere.
Why don't you give me a call after the bell today, and I'll talk with you for 20 or 30 minutes. Maybe we can get Sam in there or something like that. But we could just let you vent and get this out. But you need don't let this version of you right now make mistakes.
Please keep
like, just take a second. I get it, dude. It's fucking frustrating. You're watching all of this happen, but these are the moments, dude, that are in life test you. They test you, and you can grow from this moment and know that I've been doing this for years, right? I've been doing this kind of stuff for years. So you reset, right? But don't damage the foundation that you have right now, and don't give yourself more emotional trauma by acting on the emotions that you feel right now. That's acting, right? Or that's seeing the emotion and then responding to it. This is where you want to sit back, understand, like, have some perspective. This is what we do, but we cannot start trying to take Tesla wicking up to the top, because again, we are only accomplishing these high percentage trades from the higher time frame. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I know, again, Tesla does not have empty space. it does not have empty space, right? And while it's recovered, technically speaking, we've recovered a floor, so therefore we get a fair shot at cost basis. This is in volume, so that scalping is not going to be. I wouldn't be as disciplinary or say as much if you were trading something that was inside of empty space and you were scalping that momentum. That would make more sense to me. But to take something like Tesla, which you've seen it give out these nine, it seems like a mixture of FOMO and frustration, where you're trying to capture a piece of that. You know what I mean? So again, just try to take a deep breath. And this moment will pass. Tomorrow will be a new day, and we can reset and move forward and look next week into building a watch list. Whether it's ready to go on Monday or if it's going to be another week of shopping, we're going to sit and we'll build the next watch list for what looks like the trades that we just took. Empty space, structure, etc., etc. So don't get stuck here and don't act on it. When we can feel it, we don't have to respond to it. So
that's how I've been. That's been my mentality for like the last two months, I think. While I was watching you guys, and I lost half of my account, and I was like, "What in the fuck?" And basically what you just said, but you have a little saying for it. Play the play or something like that. Like, and then I just focused on the empty space, focused on the setup. I quit trying to do scalps, quit trying to do very short DTEs. I just started to do, 2-week DTEs, and then all of a sudden, and this week hasn't been the greatest, and then all of a sudden today, it's just killing it today, and I'm like, holy shit, they actually work out. And I wasn't giving myself enough time whenever I was buying contracts. I was buying them with such little time left that they were just bleeding.
Hey Potter, can I be
Good
part
job.
of that call? I feel like I'm in the same position as that guy. And actually, right now, as I look at the chart, I'm seeing Sony and PayPal kind of come back a little bit. I got out of my stuff about 40% each. But knowing how things have been going, Monday will come around and all these things are shoot up.
You said all the real quick. Could your mic's a little choppy? So I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. Well, I heard the first part, but not the part about going into Monday.
Knowing my luck, I made 40% on PayPal and Sony right now because I saw it kind of going down already. I didn't want to lose any kind of profit.
Yeah.
So, but how things have been going, Monday will come around, and Sony or PayPal had gapped up.
So you're saying if you got out of Sony and now you expect for it to gap up, essentially, or that's what you think would more than likely happen since you got out?
Essentially, that's what's been happening with like Tesla and AMD. Just as an example.
Well, I'm just going to let you know. Well, okay, as an example, yes, but don't paint a picture, right, of something that has yet to happen yet, because there's possibly even an opportunity to get back into Sony, right? But that being said, I can ask you a question in particular. Are you using TradingView or are you using your brokerage charting? Because I wanted to ask you this, I think, like a couple of days ago. When you look at a chart, do you feel like you really understand what you're looking at as far as what a good setup looks like and what you would want out of an entry, candle close, like just first look at a chart? Do you feel that way?
I have an idea of what I'm looking at. I guess my problem is still right from the beginning. It's still which way is this thing going? Because I think there's a difference between what I would like to see it go and what actually happens.
So you said Walmart. 2 seconds, man. Just right back. Apple is trying to secure this floor here.
Oh yeah.
270, 250 is my next major trim right here off of the trims. I say major trim, but I'm like trimming my trims right now. I think that's, I had a conversation about this yesterday. My goal over the next month is to get everybody on the same page and to get the people who are lagging behind, because obviously it's great to see people win, but that doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about the people. My Chow, I saw you the other day talking about how I messaged you, because of what you had posted, and you said that, you were a little bit salty that Price had, I think you said, yeah, it kind of messed with you psychologically to the point where you didn't appreciate your play because of what I had taken, right? And so you were kind of comparing and contrasting. Comparison is the thief of joy. Again, you still hit a good play, but I think it's also just like take into consideration where you're at, right? You just joined, you've just got here, so like it's good to take a step back and kind of get that perspective. But anyway, all that being said is I'm going to be asking you guys to be more involved. And if you want my help, right, and this is technically what you paid me for, is to help you become an independent trader. And I'm going to, do that by any means necessary. And so when I say I need to see charts, by the way, please type inside of the live trading chat, not this bubble. I have not seen any of these messages until just now, but I want to make sure that everybody is narrating, explaining, and then mapping, because I'm gonna be a little bit more harsh on your guys' charts, because there was a lot of charts that were given to me a week ago, and some of these haven't moved, but they did not have empty space. And that is my strategy, and that's what you came here to learn. So, but this weekend, I want everybody in here, whether you had a great week or you've had a shit week, I want you to take this weekend to throw the chart away, separate from your phone, or no looking at charts, and really, really decompress. Because starting Sunday and starting Monday, that's where we're going to, especially Sunday, that's where we're going to try to build and look at what we have accomplished and how we did it, and then go and look forward at these trades that we just, or the trades that haven't moved, the trades that are still sitting in consolidation, have empty space up above them. And as a group, we should be focusing on this. And one thing that I don't want you to do if you're new here is to think that if I want you to be an independent trader, that you can't trade with us. The whole goal is for you to be able to trade with us, but don't think that if I'm taking Tesla and you don't want to take Tesla because I'm taking it, if you understand what I'm saying, the same way that if I understand what you're saying, or Juan's saying, or Junior's saying, or Neil's saying, or Jorge's saying, the same reason why I would take those trades as well. But I could sit here and I could talk about this all day, because the psychological part of this is the toughest thing to overcome. Especially when you're not on the right side of these trades, because deep down that would have made you a lot of money, and that is painful. And I get it, and I've been there. I've watched you guys make money and not make money. I've missed out on plays. I missed out on a trade that would have made me $180,000 in one trade, and I missed it. Sava. I can still remember it. I caught part of it, and I got out too early. I thought I had hit the top, and that motherfucker went from like $10 to $400. And maybe if I even sized correctly, could have been a millionaire. And it took me 3 weeks to get over that shit. I couldn't stop. I looked at it every day like it was a picture of my ex or a picture of someone who doesn't love me. But yeah, so we'll keep working on this, and I'll keep, but I want, if you are struggling and you're not being vocal, which I appreciate those of you who are, all of you who are speaking up about this flash, even you just talking about it allowed for, Sam to get the insight that she needs to as well. But let's, we're going to lock in, especially on Sunday, so that way, not taking this good moment and relaxing, but taking this good moment and being motivated by it to tighten tighten the hatches even further. Why the fuck are we playing anything else but something that has empty space? Why are we even wasting our time trying to problem solve, scratch our heads on shit that doesn't make any fucking sense? When we have a system that makes sense, repeats itself, and we just have to find it. Which also means, some of you who are extremely thirsty in here, that you're not going to trade every day. If we come to the conclusion that there is nothing, then you're going to preserve your capital and you're going to focus on not speculating, not scalping, because we only were able to accomplish all of what you just saw this last week, you know, the week before, by focusing on the higher time frame setups. Period. I'm done.
The psychology of things is definitely a massive portion of getting this.
I mean, you're the operator. I mean, you put a crash test dummy inside of a fucking fast car, right? No experience, finna crash. You know what I mean? If you cannot handle not even high pressure situations, because we're not in fucking Wall Street, you know what I mean? Like, we're not on the floor, we're not high frequency scalpers with hundreds and millions of dollars to fucking move in and out of the markets, like, but this is a stressful and emotional. So if all of the and that's why I made that post about the far left and right ends of political schemes being the easiest people to manipulate, because if you let that stuff manipulate you, then you bet your ass that you're going to let the market is going to manipulate you. You're candidate number one. And so being able to understand what it is that you're looking for, and then also have the emotional fortitude to not point A, point B. I didn't have the emotional fortitude when I started, when I really started to see what I needed to look for. I still hadn't really developed fully that emotional fortitude. And I had so many trades that I took from point A to halfway and then got out, and then was sitting there watching my trade that could have just made me 3, 4, 5 times more go without me. And through that pain, I mean, literally you put yourself into a situation like you might be in right now, and then multiply that by a couple of months or maybe even 6 months. It's like I kept missing out on the things that I was pointing out. And eventually you get pissed off, frustrated, finna snap the laptop type shit. And you're like, fuck this shit. I'm going to hold from point A. I'm like yelling at myself. A to B, you dumb. I mean, and I'm not always the nicest person to myself. I'm yelling at myself, what the fuck are you doing? Because sometimes we look at these things as bad, but when you become frustrated with your own behavior, it's a catalyst for change. So eventually you're going to be frustrated with your own bad behavior, and you're going to make the decision that you're not going to be participating in the shit that's frustrating you anymore. And that can either mean getting better at what you're doing or fucking quitting, so. All right. Fortitude confused me with them big words. I've put a lot of
Potter, I freaking saved my freaking trade by just doing a little 5-minute box on Circle. When it dropped down to the 106.80, and I had averaged down because I bought it yesterday.
Oh,
and
nice.
I sold it right at 109 where it hit that little my little 5-minute box. And then 2 seconds later freaking tanks. I'm like, oh shit.
Damn, dude, you did save your fucking trade.
Yeah, I think I finished because I already had them, and it just averaged down. I had 4 yesterday, so I bought 5 when it hit that. I think I finished with about 80%. But right now those contracts are pretty much worthless right now.
Yeah, same here. I lost basically all of my Circle, my PBR that I was in. Basically, all that's gone.
Yes,
Microsoft is
gone. Circle. I mean, Circle actually might be a good downside trade, but I'm not gonna force you guys to. I'm not gonna force you to do anything actually, but Yeah, if this thing actually goes and closes below 102 or drops 101. But I will tell you, I will say this, guys. Some of the biggest moves up happen because of that big whippy move down. So don't get, again, it didn't work. It sucks. I'm with you. Luckily, I had diversified and had other setups to lean on. But it's now, folks, empty space, right? Walk with me. Old box, right? We'll expand that range to give it what it wants or what it needs. And I'll go down to the hourly to make sure that's clean. Okay, clean. What about what's underneath you here? Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I mean, theoretically, either this thing has that empty space back down where you would be looking at, perhaps a gap fill, $100. But I would say don't leave it off of the watch list for that potential upside move because what is that? What do you recommend when it just sits sideways? What do you recommend when it just sits sideways? Be ready. If it's just sitting sideways, then price is going to be moving in the near future. Yeah.
And for those listening, hearing the hype and some people making, 400% like I did today, like I also like lost half of my account in the last 2 months by not listening to Potter and kind of trying to do shorts and things like that. So like I think it's important to consider like some of us get super excited over these big wins, but some of us are also having big losses still.
Yeah, I mean, there's opposite ends of the spectrum. Right now, it seems like, the majority of, and a lot of the people who have been in here for a while have been, obviously, are on the winning side of things. And a lot of new people are seeing, right, that it's not just stepping in, buying, and then letting it rip. Like, it comes, I mean, that's why I posted what I posted in the free Discord. That, by the way, real quick, if you were holding any fucking runners on is anybody still in Apple? I know you guys were talking about that empty space up to 272. I've got
Yes, sir.
Damn, bro, I got out. They were 460 right now.
I held on to 5 contracts for the 270 strike for this week. That's the one I had 30 plus contracts on. Already paid for itself. That's 1,000% right now.
I can't complain though. I mean, 500 to 2,100, great week. So
that's amazing week. I listen. I that's why I trim. But if you were by yourself and you got out of Apple and you didn't see anybody else seeing the shit rip, you probably would have been able to be. But because you're here, that's why this Discord will be, and I don't want to say a double-edged sword in the sense where like that hurts you, but it will help you build a FOMO callus where you become more resilient in the face of hearing, seeing other people do. You're focused on what you're doing. So, up 2K right now. We'll get out or wait till 273.68 for an extra 300. I have that what was that, 5 minute? Yeah, but this is perfect. In fact, I don't even need to look at the price. I just need to get the fuck over here. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Come on. Where are you? There you are. See it right there? That's where we're at. Right here is where I don't have any more empty space left unless you're looking at 273.80, which is a decent target there. So
this is any request right now?
Music or
no?
Radio station shit.
Sure, man. Play some Isaiah Rashad. No. But I was looking at Airbnb.
Okay.
I want to know if that looks.
Well, what are your thoughts on it? Talk to me.
Upside, I think it's look Hold on, let me pull it up. It was hitting the top of that box. I don't know if you considered that to the left, empty space on a 24, but on a weekly, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Gets a little more choppy down.
Well, just on the focus here. Yeah, 270, 250 on that one. But okay, so solid area of consolidation down under there. You punched through that box, then you came back, you retested, filled up all of that volume, accumulated for weeks on end. Now you're up at the very tippity top of that range, with the only overhead highs being exactly what you wicked off of today. So the closer you close to that overhead high, the more likely that price will continue moving forward. Now, in order to make sure that we're not moving blind here, we can also see that there is a very minor, right? Bam, right there, 144.68. So just for extra assurance and to make sure that we know that we're in that empty space. So yes, this would be something that I would consider to be looking pretty good. One thing that I always struggle with is when you have multiple overhead highs like that, but no real box or like no punchback or solid. I mean, this is, you know, for all intents and purposes that, but you don't really have like a box right here. You know what I mean? That like I can draw or build right there. It's just now waiting for that candle close up against or outside of that box. And it could be something that's taken intraday with a decent expiration over 145. And yeah, I would be looking for a target of 158 to the upside there. So do I teach beginners like 0% knowledge? I prefer it that way, if I'm being honest with you.
Just an update. I ended up with a small profit, but it would have been a bad day if it hadn't went up. That would have been out of some bands. I think when I was sitting here listening to you guys, I think part of it is that like I'm so used to my plays not going right that I'm anticipating it. So when it goes up, even just a small percentage, I'm like, you know what, I'm out, and then it just keeps running.
That's amazing.
I do leave runners, but I just only leave a very small amount because I'm so used to shit reversing super fast on me that I'm making bad choices because of that kind of FOMO.
All right.
And I just really need to correct that.
When's the last time that you didn't show up? Like just not even like didn't even show up in the morning, didn't even look at your phone. When's the last time you done that?
I can't remember. I'm here all the time.
So you're carrying every day with you. You know what I mean? And it's just the weekends that you really separated from it. So I mean, I
even on the weekends, I'm looking at the charts. I'm looking at old videos. Like
time is too.
It's a mental thing.
That's why when you just said I need to go back to the workshop, I think you actually need less. Maybe it might be you need to give your brain a minute to, because dude, there's something about coming back and all of those mistakes that you've made, you know, the emotional pit in your stomach from missing or getting caught in a scalp or whatever, all of that trauma. Time, which is again one of the focuses, or rather one of the healers, or you know, helps allow those things to pass so that you can move forward or move into that next day trading or excuse me that next trading day without that on in the back of your mind. And if you haven't taken, dude, I've probably taken more breaks than you have then. And I do this like this is my strategy, you know, I've been doing this for years. And if I don't take a break, dude, I get depressed. I get like just burnt out depressed. Like I feel like I don't have any more juice in my brain. Like I can't feel anything. Like I legitimately have to take real breaks, like where I'm not looking at anything. And it's honestly, I'm sure a lot of you guys in here can agree with me. Those breaks are really needed. It's like a glass of cold water in a marathon. So
Real quick, but what time frames are you in? You want me asking you?
Oh, I start from the 24. Sometimes I look at the weekly, depending on how the 24 looks, and then I work my way all the way down until things become clear. So I usually go 24, 4, 2, 1 if it's still not clear, and then, like I said, all the way down the line until I get to something that looks clear and I can see the structure.
Okay. We said it reversed so fast. I'm assuming that you're like in the lower time frames, like the 1 minute, 2 minute.
When it's necessary.
Came back this week fresh and made 5K. Yeah, someone was just saying on TikTok that they took a week off after March because of how difficult that those trading conditions were and lack of setup. And yeah, they just came back and knocked out a big dude. I can't put it into words how, I mean, dude, that's literally how I almost gave up on trading. Like I could not stop losing money every time I made money. And there's unfortunately going to be some of you in here who made a fuck ton of money, and you're going to do the same shit. And I prayed that you don't. And it wasn't until I started withdrawing that money that it stopped. But it wasn't until I hit that fucking I can't keep. I just had $80,000 washed, go through my fingers. I took $18 to 9K one time and blew the fucking account. Do you know how I felt after that, dude? I legitimately was having some dark feelings. I was not feeling good about myself because at that point it was like I was already at 50, 60K that I had lost at that point. And dude, I definitely did cry. And it wasn't until I think about a month or almost three or 4 weeks later, I was fucking in the shower, just got home from work, and I just could not stop thinking about how little I made at my job and how much I had made trading. And I just thought to myself, if my boss gave me fucking 10 bands, what the fuck would I do? I would take care of my family. I would pay my bills. I would buy some nugs and a beer and take a second to chill after all that. So why the fuck am I not doing that? You know what I mean? And not only that,
you like McDonald's that much.
No, I don't. But like, why am I changing my strategy to scalping when swing trading is swing trading is the reason that I'm here today. Swing trading is the only reason that you probably even heard about me. Swing trading is how I was able to stop losing the gains that I made and made it past 10K. Not day trading, not swing trading. And it was because of my being wrapped up in all those emotions, having the weight of the year behind me, of all the mistakes that I made, showing up every day and having those old bad decisions influence my new decisions where I know what the right thing is to do, but I can't do it because all of the fucking emotional baggage that I'm carrying with me. So take that second to fucking put your baggage down. You've learned a lot. You obviously have gone through the workshop plenty. And I think that at this point, it's like, you just need to reset. Like sometimes we carry too much with us. Like after you get out of a bad relationship, you probably shouldn't dive into a new one, or you're going to just turn it into the old relationship type shit.
The type shit got me. I think for me, one of the biggest things was realizing like it's just one. You really just need one good trade, and then I've kind of advanced into a point to where it resonated with me to where like to build the account, man. All these day trades and like you're in 3 or 4 things. I think anyone that's made it has the luxury to do that. But if you're building an account, nah, you got to keep it safe and look for the really good ones, man. And like
because you could make more than you would trying to day trade.
Yes. You just need one good trade. If you just waited for Apple and played it with weeklies and farther out dates to hold through the pullback yesterday, man, the 2-3 bands you can make on this just to me makes way more sense than fucking with any day trades. Unless you got like a 15-20 grand account, then and you've been around, it makes sense to play, but
you just gotta listen to Jorge, dude.
One good one, man. I struggled a lot, man. I've been through the fucking blendy, dude, for real.
I've been watching this bro throw himself into blendies, bro.
Like how many times I've just sold one day early, but
man, that's me. I blendered myself so many times.
Listen, you have to slow it down. You have to slow you have to slow it down.
And maybe I'm wording this wrong, but like having like and maybe this isn't applicable to you because now that I have, cushion and shit like that, like I can make these, but like I take, especially that I've made money, like, waiting for 2 weeks or waiting for a week for this one thing to break, and then it turns into a $30,000-$40,000 trade. It's like, okay, that was worth waiting for. You know what I mean? Like, but with a small account, to his point, it's like you could be expending all of this energy. You take 16 day trades this week and you turn your $200 account, maybe to 800 or $1,000. Maybe. Dude, with swing trading, if you hit Apple or you hit UPS or you hit even Snapchat or PayPal, these are the things that you're going to take a major leg up where you could pay yourself, remove some of that money and do it again. So, but I have, yeah, I mean, to Jorge's point, I've watched people kind of snowball into these big emotional, like, where they can't make good decisions. And it's like, you're getting involved with a small account, something that you really want to grow. You possibly really need to grow. You want to, flip that account. Well, if you're exposing yourself to 3 to 4 stocks a day and maybe 10 day trades or 15 day trades until your BP's all gone, you really think you're going to fucking do it? Like, that's not how I got here, and that's not what my system is built around. My system is built on highlighting these large moves with little to no resistance. So that way I get to take advantage of empty space not pushing me back down. Not to say that it doesn't happen sometimes, but the likelihood, I know how price moves through empty space, and that's where I want the more money I make, the less I want to fuck around with anything else. And it goes back to, you look at championship traders, people who are dead ass, like, Mark Minervini or whatever. He took like 3 trades in fucking 6 months and won, or he like showed up like a couple times. Like I mean, seriously, like, when we were legging down or even chopping on the Qs, for like a whole month, that was an area that I was using really light risk because, like, I knew what time it was. We didn't have that setup to get where we needed to go. Swings make me nervous.
Why? I remember when they used to make me nervous too, man. It's so crazy hearing these conversations because, like, everyone goes through it. Like, this is like it just takes time and you can't give up. But like, you're going in the right direction, even though it's going bad. Like, I went through all this shit. I remember being scared of swing trades, and
yeah,
I don't know. You just slowly grind out of it, man. It's so crazy.
Well, I think it also comes with evidence, right? You see that, like, some will
come back. From a lot of days seeing people hit it and like you not hitting it, and you're like, what the fuck?
Life's too short, man. Yeah.
I used to do exactly what Potter was explaining, yo. Like 2 months ago, I hit it with a fucking shotgun, and I just had options all over the place. Like, I had to get another screen just to hold all the options.
Oh, God.
And like 90% of them all fucking lost money, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I finally was like, you know what? Because I had this free week sitting for like 2 weeks, and I just was afraid to even get in here and deal with you guys and the human aspect. And I was like, yo, I just lost so much fucking money. Like, I need to do something different. And then I came in here and just kind of started paying attention and was like, all right, let's just play the play and focus on good plays, not the shotgun blast. I'm not defending the house against intruders. Like, I need to be more of a sniper and find those legitimate good plays and slowly pull the trigger as it's getting right into the right point. I'm still jerking the trigger and I'm getting in too early. But that's how I started equating it. I was hitting it with a shotgun, like I'm clearing a door, like I'm clearing a room, or at clearing a house. And then I was like, you know what? You need to do the sniper shit, dude. You need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
You need to pay attention to what's going on. Make sure everything lines up. Check the windage. Check your elevation. Check
Like
your
that analogy.
angles. Once everything's there, then you pull the trigger and you slow, steady squeeze. No freaking out. No jumping. No nothing. Just slow, steady squeeze. Boom. You got it. Perfect timing. The next morning, it's up and you get out and you're like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah, buckshot. You're bound. The idea is, well, I guess maybe if I'm I'm shotgun blasting, one of them will hit and save me. And every once in a while, it will happen, and then it will keep that cycle going. And then you're really cooked.
Bird shot.
Yeah, none of them saved me, dude. None of them
Yeah.
saved me. It's just all like 90% empty. And my AI said, dude, you've lost so much money on this. Just let it close out. And like, I have a whole lot of options that actually close out today. And I'm looking at like $400, $500. That I just shotgun blasted all over, and they're all worth $2, $4.
Yeah.
Like,
I can tell you this right now. If
$200.
I can help anybody. I don't even have to know you or see you. If you look down at your brokerage right now and you've got a bunch of dead positions and more than 3 stocks and you only bought 2 or 3 contracts of each, you're shotgun blasting. You're not taking this seriously. You're just hoping that you catch a bag and then I'll take it seriously. And I know that one's probably hit for people like that for real. Some people think, nah, let me get a bag first, then I'll lock in. No. That's scary. Dude, that's scary because you're gonna get a bag and then you're like, all right, man, one more bag and then we'll like lock it. Nah, you're not.
I got 10 still sitting open to close out for today, and I've already closed out 2 of them that I had like $15 sitting in. Like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah. And I had some close out earlier this week that had a slightly shorter. Like, I just shotgun blasted. I was like, one of these has to be good, and none of them were good. And like, just I wasn't doing the sniper aspect. I was just clearing it and just spray bullets, baby. Spray bullets. You'll get them. You'll get them. And I didn't get nothing. My account got cut in half, and I was like, all right, I got to pay attention to this shit. I need to listen to these guys who have been doing it. And you guys have definitely gotten me to climb out of a hole. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. You got it.
Bro, you were right about Ford.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
No, I took a bag on it. I'm just saying, thanks for the level on that one. I didn't.
Oh yeah. I thought it was giving you trouble because I was like, that sounds about right. A little channelito here. Look at that bad boy. Sheesh.
I won the Ford. If you look at on the 24.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, just push down. Got some more volume just to rip it.
I mean, just sitting here still positive, right? So you could say that. I mean, still sitting above those wicks, so everything Ford's still cooking.
Yo, if anybody stayed in UPS, she just broke highs again. Damn, I should have stayed now.
I have longer expirations on those.
I think mine were closed today.
I had weeklies, but I have May 8th that I'm still holding on to. I have no more weeklies though, unfortunately. I'm up 85% on those 110 calls for May 8th.
Garrett, you layer a lot on your contracts, right?
I'm making cakes over here, baby.
I'm just saying, I'm most of the trades. You're super layering, like.
If I see multiple, yes. The one entry that you could take for weeklies for that first pocket of empty space, my logic is, well, if that empty space allows for price to rip hard, right? This is going back into this could be autism, but going back into like the story of what's happening. What do most people do when they see a stock go up or rip really hard? Or what do you see on the news, right? It pops up on scanners. It pops up on StockTwits. It pops up on X. People are talking about it. So it tracks a lot of volume. And if there's more opportunities beyond that, what chance do sellers have if we just ripped through empty space, squeezed people out, and then secured ourselves a candle close on the structure and the structure above? it's worth noting. And then not only that, I've given myself, instead of being scared that it might not work, like fuck that, that's life, right? There's so many things that are not going to work, but like I'm taking that first entry as a place to, look for, okay, well, what is the ultimate potential for UPS? Well, the short-term potential here is from here to here, and I can nab some weeklies here. We also have maybe 2 weeks that we could look at that 105, or weeklies we could look at that 105, but there's clearly more here. So how can I position myself using this, again, the same logic? If this is going to rip fast, it's going to show up on the radars, and people are going to start, it's going to attract the volume that it needs to continue moving forward. And if it secures its candle close like it did, then I know the trade is on its way. And the beautiful thing about and when I finally started riding this bike and getting my balance with being able to do this, dude, scaling out of a multi-expiration trade or ladder is just the sweetest fucking thing you could ever imagine, because I still got my hand on the table. I'm still playing that whole play, but I've also paid myself. And usually those weeklies offer, like Apple just did, right? Give me a fat cushion where like it takes so much stress off the trade. So yeah, I do like to layer.
I'll be honest, if I looked at UPS, if I actually pulled out and I wasn't staring, which my AI does not like it whenever I do that, but if I wasn't staring at the 30-second, I probably would have let that last contract run. But whatever.
For sure.
I feel like I don't talk to AI enough. I don't use any of it. You use
That
it
was
a lot?
I used it to basically back engineer everything Potter has been saying over. Like I spent a whole week and I had to upgrade packages twice with Claude, and every time he would say something, I would say, "Hey, Claude, why did he say this? Like, what is the point of this?" And it started breaking everything down, and I got to a point to where it was like, no, like if you're trying to do what Potter does, then you need to stop. Like it was starting to get into iron crosses and iron eagles and iron condors, and I was like, what? And it was like, don't. If you're just trying to do what Potter does, you don't have to worry about any of this. Like, and I just kept asking questions, and it got to a point to where it basically was like, no, you understand everything that he's talking about. You just need to apply it, and you need to stop staring at the 30-second and the 1 minute. Let the play out. And I was like, shut up, you don't know anything. And then I fucking shotgun blasted and lost half my account.
Man, the most I've used it for is to fucking edit a picture. I feel like a dumbass.
Claude is not good with pictures, and Claude, like I was even taking screenshots of like the options chain. Claude has not too good, and she gets columns and rows confused. OpenAI is much better at it. But as far as like teaching the mechanics and how things operate, Claude has been great. Like I mean, I wish I.
Can I show you guys some shit I've been working on? Or well, Jose as well as
Claude.
Jose really put in the fucking legwork on this one. I'll show you guys real quick.
Claude's Anthropic's thing.
I know there's like Gronk, there's ChatGPT, and Claude is different.
Is that not use ChatGPT? Stay away from ChatGPT.
Is that a for-pay service?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
they're
all for pay, baby.
$20 basically gets you a lot of it. 200, you get much more. Claude even has like $100 a month thing, but I mean,
$500, you get anything you want.
I use this thing to, because I'm scatterbrained, like really scatterbrained, but I also don't want AI writing like I say I just need bullet points, or I just need structure to feed off of. So like this thing's really good at taking all of my content, and creating bullet points. And you know what the fucking weird is? All of this is like AI generated too. The candlesticks, all of this. Like you'll start to see like little mistakes right here. Like it's October 25th. 28, 20, 23. But as far as like, bullet points or dude, it's even bizarre how I listen to this. You hear that?
Yo, that's trippy.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on for a second. The technical would be Ripdick, but she sounds kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just sorry.
I know exactly what you're saying. Tight range.
Damn, that was a good analogy.
Wow.
You know what? Fuck that guy. Shut
That's
that off.
nice.
That was my analogy. I could have figured that one out. I don't like that.
You're useless.
No, I'm not talking. Oh shit. If you're on Discord right now, you could be listening to this as well. We probably have to go to TikTok though, because it's not going to go through the restream. But we're listening to. Is it going through that?
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I can hear it too. It's like, what the heck am I listening to? It's like a podcast. I was on a business call. Like, who is this?
Check my phone.
Potter blow up in the last 10 minutes.
When's this coming out, Potter?
When I make.
I was gonna say you should make this available.
You can have this. Here.
It sounds like me and my AI going back and forth.
There you go. I just posted it in live trading.
Sweet.
And then if you guys are on TikTok, I'll post that in my YouTube chat. Okay, go to YouTube. I'm posting that link there, okay? Or wait, maybe I'm not.
Potter, do these work with the slides?
I don't think they narrate the slides. Why does it feel like I'm understanding better with AI? Because it doesn't say things like Ripdick and because I'm a flawed human.
That helps you learn, dude. No, that's vocab right there.
That's powerful.
So a box is where the market makers are trying to control the narrative, and then once the narrative ranges out of its area a little bit too much, they allow that price to go.
Well, think of it like this.
And push one way or the other.
So, I mean, I like to think of it like this, right? If we're moving up and we're building a box, or like, almost like Apple does right here. Buyers can't or do not have the volume to accept that price, right? It's just too much. We've already gone too far. We ran out of volume, whatever the reason may be. But that doesn't mean that there are not orders underneath us. And so typically what you'll do is you'll move back down to go grab, we'll call it supply, right? But in this analogy, it's more from a rock climbing perspective where we're looking to go back and grab the orders left behind. And oftentimes those are going to be, not oftentimes, most, if not all the time, will be at the floor that's nearest to your left or that you just built and broke out from. So you'll return back there to, as you did right here, and push off using those orders that you left behind. But when you're building that box, you'll also see, because there wasn't enough volume to get above 272. In this case there was, but a lot of the times you won't have that volume, and so the price will get this is where sellers have stepped up, right? That's oftentimes why you don't have enough volume to keep pushing forward, because you're hitting levels that take profit is happening, or sellers have orders set to fill. This will bring price back down, right? If you don't have enough, this is this is a fact. If you don't have enough volume to get on the floor above you, you will go down as far as necessary to find that volume until realization hits that there isn't enough and a reversal occurs. So when you see a box, it is quite literally where at first price runs out of volume, price pulls back to grab that floor, and that boundary is established. And this is just where volume accumulates. And yes, institutions will step up in those larger areas of consolidation to keep price confined to build the volume. And I like to think of it as like, if I'm running up, right, we're rock climbers, we're climbing a mountain, we get up to a 24-hour floor, or in Apple's case, we're setting up camp, we're putting down our supplies. And if we, in anticipation of the journey ahead, if we don't have enough here at camp, we'll go back, find those orders that need to be filled, and then price will pull itself back up. And that's when we can utilize the camp that we left behind and punch through it. But essentially it is, it can be a form of institutional control, but oftentimes can just be price has run dry on the upside or run dry on the outside. And in order for you to go anywhere, you must build, consolidate. So it's a natural price phenomenon, as well. For price, I mean, this shit happens on Beanie Babies and Barbies. You know what I mean? Like, price consolidates sideways on corn, on cattle, on, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that I think, goes back to even like ancient Japanese markets, where price is stable sideways, and then a catalyst makes it move, and then people chase.
If anybody's still in UPS, you're about that 50% mark of empty space.
Gracias. Yes, you are. Very good. Thank you. All right, well, let me press play on that bad boy. What did he say? What did he say?
Carabiner.
What did you say? No, I'm kidding.
Your mom. All
right, tone it down. Booking. Mm.
taking some of their shit. That's what we're doing.
That's right. We're taking their shit.
He said that funny. He meant that shit.
Yeah, for real. So I can go right here, go to audio overview, and I can go long, right? I could have them critique, I could have them debate, I could have them brief, I could have them do a deep dive. So while we're waiting, I'll let them cook on this. What should we do? I'll let you guys fuel the idea. What do you guys want? What should we put in here?
Debate.
No, not that part. I want to do a deep dive, but we'll let them argue for sure.
Let the new guys ask a question.
The empty space.
How about the psychology?
Okay.
Since it's been brought up so much in the last couple hours.
I just want to hear her talk.
Falling in love? Falling in love with the AI?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why you don't use open AI, bro. They're purposely like a letter came out recently. Like they want people to get delusional.
You guys,
they keep going back to Chat GPT.
Is that
you
good?
guys seen the movie with the AI robot lady, the Megan Fox?
Hell yeah, dude. Someone said take the tissues away from that guy.
Make the other host Donald Trump's voice.
Yo, that would be mad funny. Potter's pretty good. Pretty good. I tell him.
Space, it's pretty good.
Baron
Yeah, make it
says,
sound like
Daddy, let me trade the Potter box. Sorry. All right. Not falling into the lower time frame traps. Trying to think.
Hey, Potter, I got out of most of my positions today because I think we have a good chance of having a pullback. And I thought,
sure.
well, whatever it is, I can get back in somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've had 3 weeks. If you look at a weekly chart on IWM, we've had 3 weeks of rip on that thing.
I think that's Google's AI Gemini. Gemini's
oh shit, my bad. I'm sorry.
What happened, Jorge?
No, I didn't know I had my mic open. I just started laughing at some shit I was looking at.
What espresso tonic brand do you use?
I use Fever Tree for the tonic water. In the cans though, not the bottles. The bottles are trash.
You're wild, brother. You're wild.
Why? Listen, I normally wouldn't say that. I'm a bottle guy. I like a good bottle. But somehow the cans are crispier. And hold their carbonation. And I don't drink it out of the can. I pour it into a glass. But then I have a local roaster that I get my beans from. Medium roast or medium dark roast. It's called Golden Brown Delicious. Shit people say when they get money. Oh my god, Waylon, shut up. Yo, thank you for the money, guys. Yo! Thank you for the gifts, guys. Yo, appreciate it. I didn't even see those. Golden Brown
Delicious. Must be baffled right now. Like, what is going on here?
Man, yeah, we're not like it's cool, man. We're different. We're different.
Not like Rusty with spinning wheels and coins all over the place and fancy colors and
when I can't keep your attention with my strategy because it's not working. You know how I keep you reeled in? I give you discounts on fucking affiliate code prop firm accounts and do giveaways with a fucking clown wheel. That's how you hold people's attention at a carnival.
That sounds crazy, bro. This Discord is the only Discord I've ever known.
Hey, Potter?
Yeah, what's up, boss?
Can you critique my chart in the bubble chart
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. What you got?
A little scared posting these things.
Be gentle. Be gentle.
Oh, no. You better bite the pillow. All right. Okay, so I when I look at this, I wonder, well, you got the top, but what about the bottom? Right? What is
Yeah,
that? Right? So let's do this together. Let's shoot.
So on the 24-hour,
if that's a 24-hour box, then we want to make sure that we separate that because it's not applicable to that higher time frame. See, I have a box right here, which I think is, correct. But let's look at it. Oh, that's on the 24-hour. On the weekly, so on the weekly, man, this is giving us a very, very clear, right? And it might not be the cleanest floor, but we can come to the conclusion that there is a floor here, more than likely on the 24 hours. So this would be a entire range, or tough to call it a box. We would interpret this as a box if price was to say rip up. This is a great setup, by the way. Rip up and then punch down, right? We would treat it the same way. The cleanliness of the floor is, again, we can fix that on the 24-hour by just simply doing that work there. And it looks like that'll be 2308. So taking that to the weekly, we'll leave it just like that. So for your chart on that one, we don't want to ever cut anything off. But as far as the 24-hour, that's a little different. The 24-hour has a range. The 50% mark of that range has acted as a very strong resistance. So ranges still contain that cost basis like dynamic. That being said, you just executed a punchback through here, and you are making that new high. So I would mark the chart out like that. But these prop firm future traders have no honor. Nah, man, they're young. Most of them are anyway. Oh, I was wondering, do you follow people on TikTok? No, I do not. And if you're getting a friend request from me, it's not me. I promise. It's not done yet.
Where's that AI lady?
All right, Thirsty. Damn. Let's slow it down.
Yo, people are already falling in love with AI.
Yeah, no, listen, it's dangerous.
I came there first.
Hold on, let me show you. I'll post this. I just screenshotted this while I was on stream. That was the last time. Yeah. All right, you Astro, you're a fucking little shit. Astro's been doing this to me for years.
You little shit.
He's kind of fucking growing on me now,
Yeah.
I might not be a shower.
Oh my god. Anyway, look at this.
We love him.
Look at this right here. For your AI mental health. Come on now. And I don't even want to show you like it was a
I love that actually.
There's a
All
dude
right.
who got married to his AI.
That's how I stand.
Dude, it's probably legit. They're verified. It's probably.
Oh
it
my
definitely
god.
works, dude.
My life just got.
We should all get tails.
All right. You know what? Steelio. Is it Animagus? No, dude, not me, dude. I promise. So do lower time frame PB not apply to higher time frames? Yes, they do. It's all connected. Thank you for the gifts, by the way.
Hey Potter, I feel like that's where people get a little confused. Is that when they see the 24-hour box, they don't know how to manage their trade with the lower time frame boxes that they leave behind, like with Apple doing.
Like transcribe. I mean, that is top-down analysis is a skill in itself. being able to establish, and that's why, you know, when we went through this, or when I went through this on the workshop, you know, we talked about establishing, you know, a simple and clean chart, because the 24 hour spotting good plays on the 24 hour. No, you can't. You better not do that shit again. But spotting plays on the 24 hour isn't that difficult, or shouldn't be that difficult. It actually should be relatively clear for the most part. You know, if you have to do a little bit of charting here and there, that's fine, you know, but laying down the simple synopsis should be relatively simple. And then the 4 hour is usually where the greater detail is. And that's where we, you know, on Apple, we talked about cost basis being directly up above us. We talked about the area of consolidation here being really, really tight, and that being needing to be the first thing to break. Then we talked about the empty space that was directly up ahead. We also had the imbalance, which unfortunately knocked my weeklies in the dirt. But that being said, from here, right, or from the 4 hour down is where people typically get confused, because they put more weight on lower time frame things, when it's, once we are in higher time frame empty space and above our entry, that's where I zoom out, and I try my hardest. And sometimes, you know, I'm guilty of it too, but like I try not to zoom in when it's moving. I just got disconnected from TikTok. Can you get, or Discord? Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah. We're back. Discord just took a shit.
Yeah, Masad. They just texted me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play their IPO.
They said stop. It says if you say anything else. TikTok tree is off a bit. I'm actually about to hop off on YouTube and TikTok, guys. It's fucking 12 o'clock already. God dang. Yeah, I'm saying I'm teaching too much. But anyway, yeah, I'll catch you guys a little bit later. If you want to go back, you know, you can go check out the YouTube video and listen to the conversation that we've had. I gotta go. I'm sorry. The yearly, if you go in the free Discord, you can go find the discount code. If you do join our Discord, please, for the love of God, message me, as I am the only one on duty today, doing all the back end stuff. But yeah, I'll which one is you on TikTok? That one is the first one. The one on the right is not me. Potter Stocks Trading 6. Or look at the name. It's Potty B Stocks Trading. That's not me. The one with motion. That's right. I haven't set the date, my child. No. Are we active over the weekend? Not.
Potty B.
Hey, I like that. Sunday we are active. I don't, you know, the whole goal here is freedom, so I'm not sitting on the Saturday, you know, staring at charts. That's rest day. Rest. Where can I post and learn on free channel?
IBIT just broke top for the day.
Who did?
IBIT.
Oh, IBIT. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Very good. Yep, you got your last little bit of structure over here to your left. Boom, bada bing. Walmart is amazing trade. That one go. Oh, actually, that was an amazing trade. Now, yeah, the guy whacked me. But look at that. Yeah, wow.
Bitcoin's still climbing too.
You know what? Walmart still has room over, so watch right here off the wick at 126. You have a remaining target 126.24, and then empty space ends at cost basis in this pre-market rangy box right about there. That's money, dude. All right. What's going on Sunday? Oh, Sunday's just Sunday prep, so.
If I do the 80 a month for the Discord, does that have the voice thing or whatever? Since I have a big mouth and I like to chat.
It unfortunately doesn't, man. It's meant to allow people to kind of observe and then ask questions via chat, but to preserve the sanctity of the Discord and, you know, the environment that I've built, we don't want new people coming in and being like, hey, what is this? Is this a candlestick? You know, or like, you know, should I be using, you know, EMAs or something like it? That's what all of my education and my streams are for, to hopefully kind of circumvent that. But unfortunately, when I do allow or have allowed people to do that, we get an influx of questions that can be easily answered via my YouTube videos or my workshop. So yes, nothing against anybody, you know, again, if you get monthly, we want you to be able to sit in, watch, observe. But have you workshopped yet?
I have not.
You have not. Yeah. Okay.
They said that there's actually some very interesting option stuff that might help me out. I'm keeping my trading money and my personal money completely separate.
Understood. Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm trying not to spend too much out of my personal account.
I mean, you could still, I mean, with the $80 a month, you know, you could still, you know, make that money or
yeah, and it may not annoy people as much since I talk a lot.
Oh, dude, you're not annoying anybody.
If I'm restricted.
No, you're fine, man. I mean, it's great to have another voice in the Discord, man. So I'm not usually my preference, I'm talking to Discord, but yes, my preference is that people not my preference. I want people to know what we're doing or have an understanding of what's going on in here, so that that way our Discord, the more you know about my strategy and how I trade and all that other stuff, the more you